720 WBZW.
Apopka, Orlando.
Community events, financial news, weather, traffic, and more.
A service of Salem Media Group.
Breaking news this hour at townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters. At a campaign rally in Daytona Beach, Florida today, Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump disputes reports that his campaign is in disarray.
The campaign is doing really well. It's never been so well united.
Trump also declared his support for Marco Rubio's Florida Senate run. Trump and Rubio traded several bitter verbal barbs during the Republican primary, but Rubio eventually backed Trump and appeared at last month's Republican National Convention via video. Trump declined to endorse House Speaker Paul Ryan and Arizona Senator John McCain in their primary battles. Party officials say Chairman Reince Priebus has appealed to the Trump's adult children to help amid new signs of campaign troubles. The White House is denying that a cash payment to Iran in January represented a ransom payment for 5 detained Americans. The Wall Street Journal today published a story describing the delivery of $400 million in cash to Tehran in January at the same time the 5 Americans were being released. Military analyst Lieutenant Colonel Robert McGinnis tells Salem Radio Network News the Obama administration may be trying to hide something.
The fact that they kept it secret from the American people is further evidence that this is a sort of a conspiracy on the part of the Obama administration to protect the president's negotiations with Iran.
The announcement that the U.S. and Iran had settled the claim came on January 17th, the day after the nuclear deal was implemented. The Islamic State group's newspaper has identified a new leader of the group's West Africa province, properly known as Nigeria's Boko Haram extremists, and says he is threatening to bomb churches and kill Christians while stopping attacks on mosques and ordinary Muslims. The Arabic language Al-Naba'a on Wednesday identified Abu Musab al-Barnawi as the new wali, a title previously used to describe longtime leader Abu Bakr Shekau. On Wall Street, the Dow up by 41 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Are you nearing eligibility for Medicare benefits? Then you know now is an important time in your life. Medicare benefits can be a complicated puzzle. You don't want to overpay for your Medicare coverage or get the wrong plan. Let Health Markets Insurance Agency help you. With one free phone call, a licensed insurance agent will help you select a Medicare plan that's right for you and your budget. If you're becoming eligible for Medicare, call today and learn how to get the most out of your benefits.
800-884-9325, 800-884-9325.
Health Markets Insurance Agency is the DBA or assumed name of InSphere Insurance Solutions, Inc., which is an authorized insurance agency in all 50 states and the District of Columbia. Not all agents are licensed to sell all products. Service and product availability varies by state.
Call 800-884-9325, 800-884-9325, 800-884-9325, 800-884-9325.
Tonight! Fate the Night is ending at Disneyland this September, and Disney World is already sending them a FedEx label. Disney Floral and Gifts developed a $500 augmented reality Star Wars game. Their next project, a Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
Wow.
Why not? And the Carousel of Progress refurbishment amounted to new carpet in just one theater. It's good to know, Nick, we're not the only ones on an AM radio budget. You've read WDW News Today. Now you'll listen to WDW News Tonight. Yay, fake applause, yay!
Ruin the magic every week.
Welcome to WDW News Tonight. I'm your host, Tom Corless. You're still not Nick LoCicero over there. The camera switch. Let's try and be professional there. Nope, I missed the button. Hold on. Nope, Jason got it. There's Nick LoCicero over there. And in the control booth from where? Where the hell are you, Jason?
I'm in Gloucester, Massachusetts.
Ooh. Gloucester, Massachusetts, in the control booth. Jason Diffendal.
America's oldest seaport.
Okay, well, we're in the indoor plant capital of
the world.
The world.
The world, Tom. Potato
Yet there are
capital.
no indoor plants in here.
There's one right in the hallway. That's fake. No, out here.
I got here late tonight.
It's totally fake.
The blind.
So how are the seaports these days, Jason?
Oh, they're fantastic.
Yeah, good.
Got here late because I went to the Blaze Pizza media event.
Yeah, you did.
But nonetheless, we were prepared. We were prepared ahead of time.
And didn't bring me any slices.
I did not bring you pizza. No. They gave us one pie each, and that's all we had.
I do have hoodies.
But we'll talk about... You have what?
What are these?
Oh, the snack mix.
Cajun snack mix.
Well, we'll talk about Blaze Pizza. We'll have a review for you second hour.
I'm stocking up on it. It's called South of the Border. I'm stocking up in case Trump becomes president. And I'll be able to
no political humor.
Import that anymore.
Remember that. And now the news, brought to you by T-Mobile. It's going to get higher pitched every day.
I like it.
That's the plan.
Sounds good.
Nick, it has been a crazy week. And today sort of topped it off, a crazy rumor once again.
Rumors galore.
Did you say clickbait?
No, I said rumors galore.
Excuse me, clickbait. Yeah. Anyway, under the Bob Chapek regime, you could expect a lot more clickbait from us. So the latest rumor indicates that once the 3-year sponsorship deal that Turner Classic Movies has with the Great Movie Ride with the Walt Disney Company is up, the Great Movie Ride will be replaced with something called the Great Mickey Ride.
Mm-hmm.
While details are scarce at this point, rumors indicate the ride would be trackless and is also being developed to go somewhere at the Disneyland Resort simultaneously. That somewhere could be the Parade Warehouse, since Disneyland will soon have some space there. The latest trend in the parks obviously seems to be removing any connections to franchises that are not owned and operated by the Walt Disney Company. Of course, Twilight Zone, a great example of that out in California. And as you know, the Great Movie Ride is packed with a lot of franchises that Disney has not and probably will not buy and probably will not want to own at any point. I don't think they want those old Tarzan movies. The line of thinking here would be to feature the first ever ride devoted to Mickey Mouse, clearly the property of the Walt Disney Company, something that has been attempted many times over the last 60 years but never done. Also attempted many times over the last 60 years, but never completed a ride at Hollywood Studios. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Thought you were gonna throw an Avatar joke in there.
Nope, later.
Okay.
That was a far easier Studios joke. If plans remain unchanged and Disney pulls the trigger on the project, the Great Movie Ride would close after the opening of the Star Wars themed land at Hollywood Studios. However, keep in mind at this point the project is very blue sky and may never see the light of day. But the Great Movie Ride's removal probably still highly likely. So it could always be another Guardians of the Galaxy attraction. Just keep that in mind. Anyway. So the Disneyland Today Twitter account confirmed, this was big news yesterday, Paint the Night.
Yeah.
Like, we knew fireworks were ending. We knew World of Color Celebrate was going to end. Thank God. But we didn't know that Paint the Night is going to end on September 5th. Also ending September 5th. Any remaining optimism from annual pass holders in Anaheim. Oh, that gets a rim shot?
That does. I like that one.
Obviously, no reason was given for the cancellation as of yet. It's uncertain if this is budget cuts or the parade's going seasonal or it's being moved to another park. Of course, another possibility is the parade thinks Guardians of the Galaxy won't fit in DC. Never know. So Paint the Night is gone. Not only that, Disneyland Forever is ending. They're bringing back the fairly cheap Fantasy in the Sky fireworks. Much cheaper show will be presented on weekends only from September until November 2016. So not only are you getting a 50-year-old fireworks show, you're getting it only on weekends. Yeah. Oh, and Fantasmic is still closed till next summer. So have fun.
Wow.
Yeah. None of that's a joke. That's all a real thing. There you go. I'm wearing my diamond, my actual 60th day T-shirt.
Nice.
With the end of the celebration coming up.
You was there.
I was there. It was a good time.
But
In
hey,
some bright news,
side,
the original World of Color will return, Nick. Yay!
It's exciting.
I am so excited.
You're hugely excited.
I love it. It's my favorite nighttime show ever. So that'll return. It's going to replace the Neil Patrick Harris Cinematic Spectacular. I'm sorry, that's World of Color Celebrate was the name of the show. Of course, celebrating the idea to not use the fountains and really just project things on mist screens for 20 minutes. Average guests can't wait to see the return of some of their favorite scenes of the old show, including, I think that's Fern Gully, and look, it's the one about Indians. Yeah, so those will be back.
I think that's Fern Gully.
Yeah, you know what scene I'm talking about, right? Yeah, I've heard that before.
That's the
look, it's Fern Gully. Nope, you are incorrect. Yeah. Anyway. The Disneyland Resort announced this week the Eastern Gateway project. This is going to include a new 7-level, 6,800 space parking structure on the site of the Pumbaa parking lot.
Just for you.
And a transportation hub on the east side of Harbor Boulevard. In conjunction with the project, the Carousel Inn and Suites will close on October 17, 2016, to make way for a pedestrian bridge to transport guests between the parking structure and transportation hub and the existing Disneyland Resort. Any existing bookings for this hotel from this date on are being moved to other hotels using a roulette wheel. Oh, don't get Eden Rock. Don't get Eden Rock. No whammies. Anyway, the project is intended to improve overall guest circulation in the area, relieving congestion on Ball Road, Harbor Boulevard, Catella Avenue, Disneyland Drive, and in Bob Chapek's brain cells. As part of an over $1 billion investment, which includes the new Star Wars themed land for Disneyland Park and the depression of every annual pass holder. The construction of the Eastern Gateway will begin in early 2017 and is scheduled to be completed in late 2018, which may actually be after the opening of Pandora. That wasn't really a joke. It might be done before that.
All right, then no dancing. All right.
We'll save the dancing for later.
All right, good. I like dancing.
Yep, I know you do. This is a weird story. Disney Floral and Gifts, in partnership with Lucasfilm, announced this week the launch of a new Star Wars Rebel interactive adventure. For those brave enough to answer the call for this mission and rich enough to own a summer home in the Hamptons, an adventure awaits. Star Wars Rebels interactive adventure will take you from your resort room barracks on an adventure, an interactive role-playing mission to the Star Tours attraction. You'll go undercover as an Imperial security officer, complete with rank bar, cap, satchel, and diversion tattoos, all of which will go off in the metal detectors when you arrive at the park. The adventure features unique technology exclusive to the experience. Through an augmented reality app on your smartphone, Ezra Bridger will lead you on a mission to thwart the Empire. By scanning targets or wayfinders featured around your resort room and Star Tours, Ezra will lead you to hidden information and gear needed to complete your mission. The Rebel tech on your phone will allow you to experience the adventure again and again, even after returning home to your mansion from the Disney parks. With equipment to help you on your adventure, the mission includes a disguise and your data card to transmit information to the Rebels at Star Tours. Other collectibles include a Jedi holocron, a lightsaber, a Rebel journal, 4 Empire recruitment posters, an Empire door banner. And if you have multiple people in your party, don't worry, you could always pay to add on even more stuff to this already expensive package.
Love it.
And once you've completed your mission, you'll be rewarded like any true hero with something that can be bought in the gift shop. That's right, the Medal of Bravery sold in the Star Wars Launch Bay gift shop will be your prize. And, yeah.
This is so cool until you see the price tag, of course.
Yeah, well, the other cool thing is you can actually get, unlike normal people, you can get the lanyard personalized to identify your victory and to further identify that you are better than everyone around you.
Right.
Yes. So if you're brave enough to answer the call, you can enlist today at the Disney Floral and Gifts at Walt Disney World website or calling 407-WDW-GIFT. Also available at Disneyland Resort at 714-781-GIFT. And it's delivery to Disney resorts only. That'll begin August 15th. The cost of the package $499.99, which is $350 more than a ticket to Disney After Hours.
Honestly, though, I think this is very amazing. When I read this, I was like, yes, please, sign me up. And then,
it's a lot of
money. Wow, it's a lot of money.
I've thought about it, but it's just a tremendous amount of money.
It is. It's a special appearance, or it's a special
appearance. What? Were you drinking before I got here?
No, it's just it's something special for somebody for a family who could afford it. But I mean, it's way out there, way out there.
Yeah. All right, back to me.
Back to him.
There I am. We told you this a few weeks back, but Disney is finally talking about the new family-friendly water attraction they're adding to Typhoon Lagoon, Misfortune Falls, which also happens to be the internal code name for the summer of 2016 at Walt Disney World. Opening in 2017, likely before Pandora, the World of Avatar. Show Nick dancing. Come on. Nick's dancing. There you go. At Typhoon Lagoon Water Park, the attraction brings to life the story of Captain Mary Oceaneer, a treasure-hunting heroine who has been stranded by a rogue storm. Once aboard treasure rafts, guests will embark on a journey through the captain's past before plunging into a whitewater adventure where guests can see unique artifacts that the captain collected on her hunts around the world, which will, of course, all be pink and girly because she was a lady. I'm joking. We just wanted some of that Ghostbusters press. Sorry for the sexist joke. With the ride time of 2 minutes. Misfortune Falls will be the longest attraction at any Disney water park and longer than any non-screen-based ride at Universal.
Wow.
Exciting. I've still never been, but exciting.
Maybe this will get you to go.
I'm going before that. It's going to happen.
All right.
While just a few rocks are sporting the new look so far, the Tomorrowland entrance of the Magic Kingdom will be getting a refreshed look soon. The new paint has a shimmering silver and purple appearance, almost like a metallic grimace. No?
Right.
No, come on.
Okay.
Everybody knows Grimace, Ronald McDonald's big purple friend.
Yeah. That was all right.
Shut up. This isn't a good.
Really?
This isn't a good monologue.
You thought that was a good joke?
This isn't a good monologue.
There were much better jokes.
It was done way too early. Well, just one small section has been completed so far. All of the rock work in front of the land should change to this paint scheme over the next few weeks. Also changing to the color scheme, anything you eat from cosmic rays after you digest it.
See, now that's
come
funny.
out purple and shiny. Go see your doctor. While the stage was constructed back in March,
keep going.
It has been a mystery as to why there was a stage built just outside of the Germany Pavilion in World Showcase at Epcot. Well, with little to no fanfare, a show debuted on the small stage last week. It's called Margaret Almer and the Bavarian Band.
Yeah.
The show is performed 6 times daily, 5 days a week. And they're performing on a 3-month trial basis and may be extended based on guest demand. If popular, they will, of course, be canceled with little to no explanation except a Twitter reply. That's how you do it. It's a weird show, but it's there, and it's good to add something. No problem with it.
They sound good?
I think they're fine. You can watch the video at WDWNT.com. They're interesting. They're very cultural. Definitely very German.
All right.
So. Meanwhile, Sunshine Seasons inside the Land Pavilion at Epcot will no longer serve breakfast.
Boo.
As of last Sunday, the quick service restaurant now operates from 11 a.m. until park close. There's been no word yet on if this seasonal change, if this is a seasonal change or a permanent one. However, now open for dinner, the Universe of Energy. That's the dumbest joke of the week.
That is bad. I don't.
But it's closed. It closed at 7. That I thought was 7.
7.
Yeah, 7.
They had such good breakfast there.
They did, but there are now a lot of breakfast options in this park, counter service wise.
I guess.
Yeah.
What's good for breakfast there now?
Well, obviously cable service you can go to Garden Grill, but otherwise you have Kringla Bakery. You have the France Bakery, which is one of, if not the best counter service at Walt Disney World. So. What do you mean?
Yeah, but I mean, what if you're in Future World and want something a little earlier?
You can go to Starbucks. Sandwiches and stuff.
I guess.
Well, I mean, guest flow in the park has changed. Not everyone runs to Soarin' Around the World anymore.
Okay, I know, I get that. But
Frozen Ever After.
Just wondering what the other options in Future World might be. They're Starbucks.
But you also have La Cantina. You have Kringla.
Oh, that's right. La Cantina breakfast now.
Yeah. So you have a lot of options. It's not like you don't. There's definitely more than there used to be. So. Another one we told you about first, as usual.
Man, you like bringing that up.
Always do. Never get tired of it. Last week, Disney confirmed the Muppets are coming to Liberty Square at the Magic Kingdom, and no, none of them will be playing Donald Trump. Beginning this fall, the Muppets will be visiting Magic Kingdom Park, where they'll take part in an all-new live show called The Muppets Present Great Moments in American History. Sam Eagle, the fiercely patriotic American Eagle who is forever trying to get to set a high moral standard for the Muppets, will join Kermit, Miss Piggy, Fozzie, and the Great Gonzo, as well as James Jefferson, the town crier of Liberty Square, as they gather outside the Hall of Presidents to present historical tales of when people respected the U.S. presidency in hysterical fashion.
Wow.
From the one.
So no political commentary until Tom gets to it.
No.
Gotcha.
They'll probably have some rant about Obama's daughter. But who knows? From the midnight ride of Paul Revere to the signing of the Declaration of Independence, the Muppets appear throughout the day to share with guests their own unique take on the Founding Fathers, the birth of the United States of America, before it dies in the next update of the Hall of Presidents.
Either way.
It's a room featuring an original song, plenty of wacky Muppets humor deemed inappropriate for broadcast television. The Muppets Present Great Moments in American History will make its debut October 2016.
That's exciting.
Yes. Nick, who brings us the news?
Why, Tom, that's T-Public. where you could go shopping for apparel and accessories for Disney fans right there at WDWNT.com. Just go there, click on the TeePublic link to shop from hundreds of designs. We have the phone cases, prints, and more, including, of course, the exclusive designs. You can get the WDW News Today logo, the News Tonight logo, lots of cool stuff there. Very popular right now is that Tom Corless Mean Tweets March Tragic Team shirt. A lot of people picking that one up. And also a lot of people celebrating the 9th anniversary of WDWNT with the special 9th anniversary t-shirt featuring Big Thunder Mountain Railroad and a great design. So, you know what? Make the most of tonight's show while you're sitting there listening to News Tonight. Head over to WDWNT.com and start shopping by clicking on that TeePublic link. TeePublic, an official partner of WDW News Tonight.
All right, Nick, when we come back, we're angry about things. We're going to visit the wonderful world of psychotic comments, which I believe is extra psychotic this week. No?
Sure.
Are we not?
Yeah,
you have
maybe. We'll discuss that.
Okay, and then following that, we, of course, have Adam and Jason from WDW Celebrations coming up later in the hour. We'll be right back with WDW News Tonight.
Dating as a single Disney fan can be tough. No one wants you to be our guest alone. And who wants to always ride single rider? That's why we here at WDWNT made a brand new dating app just for Disney fans. It's called Fast Plus. We've had top scientists work on our algorithm. Their recipe for a perfect match is simple. If it moves and it's near you in a Disney theme park, it will show up on your feed. Rest assured that Fast Plus is working hard to pair you with your mutual attractions. Get it? Attractions. All you need to do is swipe left and right. It's so easy, even Tom Corless is a frequent user.
Frozen shirt, left, she's wearing a Harry Potter robe. Ooh, Horizon's hat. All right, that's all right. Favorite attraction is flying carpets. Left, she likes Everest in its current state. Ugh, left. I didn't know you could do that with a churro. Right in the...
Once you've met your match, you simply rate the attraction in terms of A, B, C, D, or marriage material, E-ticket. Based on such factors as thrill, fun for the whole family, and of course, re-rideability. Ladies, don't settle for any LaFools while looking for your Gaston. Download Fast Plus today.
Seriously? Your profile picture has a shirt with a turkey leg stain on it? Left. Bald, 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 fat, bald, fat, and bald. Oh, he's at the Frozen sing-along right now. For the first time in forever, I'm swiping right.
Fast Plus moves you to the front of the queue of the Disney dating field. Make your rainbow connection today, because everyone is someone's e-ticket.
This is a special invitation for business owners or human resources managers representing companies of 50 or more employees. The retirement planning strategists at Lucia Capital Group will travel to your city and present a customized private retirement planning seminar for your employees. Rick Plum and Terry Keys have spoken to thousands of individuals about planning for retirement and addressed their concerns about outliving their money, stock market volatility, managing taxes, company-sponsored retirement benefit plans, and more. Now they're available to speak to your organization. This is a convenient way for your employees to get their retirement questions answered and learn how a plan can be designed to integrate all of their retirement resources. Call Lucia Capital Group to schedule a private retirement planning meeting. Call 800-644-1150. That's 800-644-1150. Rick Plum and Terry Keys are registered representatives of and offer securities through Lucia Securities LLC, a registered broker-dealer member SIPC. Lucia Securities is a wholly owned subsidiary of Lucia Capital Group, a registered investment advisor. All investments are subject to risk, including loss of principal.
Are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? If you've been threatened with foreclosure or received legal papers from your bank, you have approximately 30 days to respond. If you do not respond, you could lose your home. You have rights. Act now to protect your rights. You can stay in your home. Many times you can even modify your loan. The bottom line is you can get past this, but you must act right now. Call National Foreclosure Defense right now at 800-989-1838. 800-989-1838. If you've been served by your bank and you're worried about losing your home to foreclosure, now is the time to fight back and save your home. Time is limited, so call right now. 800-989-1838. 800-989-1838. Call the professionals at National Foreclosure Defense right now. 800-989-1838.
All right, welcome back to WDW News Tonight. We are live, as always, on AM 1520 WBZW. We are live at listen.WDWNT.com. We're live on YouTube, and we're live on WDWNT, the app, which you should download if you have not already, because it's wonderful. But anyway, Nick.
Yes.
Yes.
I have access to the entire curse word library. This new console is done.
It's a damn poor mind indeed. Can't think of at least two ways to spell a word.
No privacy, it's all around this place.
I don't like sand.
I don't like change. It was bad. It was awful. I was terrible. Get him away. Hey, boo!
Tom?
Am I leading off? Or
No, I'm leading off.
What are you angry about?
Oh, well.
Is the Infinity?
Well, no, that I'm actually happy about. They gave us dates.
You're happy you have end dates.
I'm happy I have end dates.
Until your game is completely
We
useless.
already knew it was. You know, it's funny. We actually in one of the podcasts I do, we have a Disney Infinity graveyard segment because they're coming out with all these, showing us all the figures that we'll never get to see or play with. So yes.
Yeah, we've had those all at WDWNT.com.
I know.
More so than any Infinity post we've ever put up before. Those are doing fantastic.
Tom, that makes me sad but not angry.
Okay, what makes you angry?
Well, I didn't know it at the time. But have you ever had any problems exiting the Disney Springs parking garages yet?
Not often, maybe once, but I left at like peak movie ending time.
Oh my goodness! All right, so
on a Saturday.
We were there on Saturday evening. Went over to Homecoming. Check out Homecoming. Well, it was evening. Because we were it's Saturday. It's busy. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. So I parked on the 4th floor. My friend parked on the 5th floor, and we were leaving probably around 6 or 7 o'clock.
7.
Yeah, 7. And so first of all, it took about 30 to 35 minutes for me to get off the 4th floor. And I kept texting my friend, and he was like, I'm still not moving. And I didn't think he was being literal. So I got onto the ramp, and I said, all right, you should be fine now. I got down there. I got outside the parking garage, and I texted him. He was still he literally did not move one car space. People
weren't letting him in.
People started getting out of their cars. The ramp was completely stopped. There was seemingly no accident. We looked around. There was no real reason for other than cars coming in. I know it was real bad
Saturday because we were told someone I know went to Homecoming at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And it was still full. Wow. Like they got a seat, but it was still full at 1:30. Like Springs on this past Saturday was a war zone.
Well, maybe there was something going on. It's
a Saturday in July.
Yeah, but here we go. So he literally an hour went by of him just sitting there saying. So finally, he just pulled in, parked his car. I came and picked him up. And we went somewhere else. And when I dropped him back off at his car around 9 o'clock, still could not get out of the parking garage. He could literally not get out of the parking garage. He ended up going to a movie just to kill time there. And I don't know. I'm not saying.
What did he see?
Bourne Identity. Or Jason Bourne.
I need to see
whatever
Bad Moms. I still haven't been to see.
I really want to see Bad Moms.
Are we going to see Bad Moms? We'll go see Bad Moms.
Kristen Bell, yeah. Mila Kunis. I'm in. So anyway, I never had a bad experience at the parking garage before. We actually tweeted the Disney Springs to let them know. They didn't send anybody up to check it out. Nothing. Yeah.
They're gonna send somebody. Yeah, via characters in fight balloon.
Look.
Like shoot a flare off of it. Help is on the way. Don't worry.
Basically like a Lord of the Flies situation up there. You had people getting out of their cars, making campfires.
Sounds like a Seinfeld. That'd be a great Seinfeld-esque episode, like trapped on the top floor.
Like, what do you do? What do you do if you can't get out in the parking garage?
Like Twilight Zone, you have Rod Serling up there.
So poorly designed. I don't know what happened there. So A little bit upset at the Disney Springs parking structure and the way they're controlling traffic there, because they're not.
Okay. I'm mad about, this is the thing I'm usually mad about. I'm mad no one believes me. I told people Guardians Tower of Terror was going to happen. I told you Pizza Rizzo was going to happen. I told you the Muppets were coming to Liberty Square. I told you when they were going to announce Guardians of the Galaxy Tower of Terror. But no one wants to believe Mickey Rod.
Yeah.
Why will no one believe me? I think our win percentage on rumors, especially as of late, has been about 100%. At least lately.
Well, maybe you should just stop telling people. Keep it to yourself.
No, but that doesn't get traffic, so I can't do that. But I want people to believe in WDWNT. Know that when we share something with you, we have done the fact checking. We're trying very hard, and we want your clicks. And
wow.
Keep running with that. Anyway, I'm mad. People should believe me by now. We know what we're doing here. We're professionals.
I believe you most of the time. You know what I think? You know what I think it is. I think the video here on News Tonight is a good thing because I think people need to look into your eyes, Tom, like I get to do, and understand who this man really is, and then you're not just a voice coming through their computer anymore. You're not just words on a computer screen.
I'm a real boy.
You're a real boy. You're really Tom Corless, and you have things to say. And,
I have mugs.
And you have truth, and you have honor, you have respectability.
I just drank backwards out of a mug. I think you're saying you have credibility. I'm drinking out of a mug like this, like an idiot. Jeez. Are we done being angry?
This is a good, trustworthy man, people.
This man who can't manage a mug with a handle, which they don't have anymore, by the way. Is it even a mug? A mug doesn't have a handle. Is it still a mug?
Are they just tumblers now?
I guess, is that what that's called if it doesn't have a handle?
A handleless mug is a tumbler.
Anyway, Nick, very quickly, can we pay a visit to my favorite place, the wonderful world of psychotic comments?
Yes, we can, Tom. You know, I found a couple, and obviously mostly they were all on the whole that weird great Mickey ride story.
So these
that
are
you
all
posted
every
today.
week we share real comments from the blog or Facebook or Twitter.
Didn't make these up. Not you know what? Not too horrible because we'll actually have some comments later on in the show that I think cut some of these off at the knees. But let's see. We have this award, this comment award goes to the guy who just didn't read the article because every once in a while you do have that person. Disney.
They just fell for the clickbait.
Disney fan in KC wrote in, "This seems a stretch after Disney just signed a deal with TMC to sponsor it. Usually
it's TCM, by the way.
It is. You're right. They wrote TMC. Usually those sponsorships are at least 10 years. Well, Andrew wrote in to make sure he knew that literally in the story it says it's a 3-year sponsorship. So you do point that out. Some people just don't like to read the story. And then you have people who just go a little overboard with things, and Linda 91949 did just that. She says, "Yeah, let's do away with the old classics so young people don't know any of the history of movies. While we're at it, let's get rid of Carousel of Progress, People Mover, Jungle Cruise. They've all been there too long, and they bore young people." So there you go. We don't want to bore the young people, Tom. That was big. That was actually that was honestly the biggest. If you have some time, go read the comments in that article because that was the biggest point of contention between the two factions in the comments in that article. There were the people saying, "Well, this just isn't relevant to the audience anymore," and people were saying, "Well, that's not the point. These movies are classically historical and should still be seen by an audience." So that was like the two factions coming at it. Should we get rid of old things that people don't care about anymore, or should we keep them for historical significance?
You know, I almost think we need a new YouTube original program that literally is just going through the comments every week. It could be amazing. It could be really
You know what would be really great? An animated series of people reading the comments.
Please, yeah, just us. We barely get this show functioning. You want us to draw moving pictures. Jeez.
They can be stick figures on a piece of paper.
You can't get that webcam to function most weeks. You want You want us to make images move on a screen.
Oh, my.
Someday we'll catch up to 30s movie technology. Someday we'll figure that out. All right, well, let's take a quick break. We're going to come back with Adam and Jason from WDW Celebrations. If you never heard about this wonderful group before, we're going to tell you all about their beginnings, their story, and about their upcoming event celebrating the 45th anniversary of Walt Disney World. We'll be right back on WDW News Tonight.
If you or someone you love suffers from drug addiction, now is the time to utilize your private health insurance PPO plan. If eligible, receive up to $30,000 or more in substance abuse benefits with low or no out-of-pocket cost. We are the National Treatment Network, the premier drug and alcohol treatment referral service operating 24/7. We help connect you with facilities nationwide that accepts PPO private health insurance for substance abuse. If you have PPO substance abuse coverage and you need immediate admittance to a medical detox or residential rehab treatment center, call us now. Call our live referral helpline today. The call is free. This program is not available to Medicare or Medicaid customers.
Call 877-247-1585. 877-247-1585. 877-247-1585. That's 877-247-1585.
Nearly everyone loves Italian food, but those people who love true, authentic Italian go to Tony's Town Square Cafe. It's because owner and chef Tony Ragu offers home-cooked food from his hometown, Toledo, Ohio. He is 1/8 Italian. Locally sourced Cask Connection freezer items are combined with prepackaged ingredients imported only from the OBT Winn-Dixie, along with mangled recipes from nearly unreadable Buitoni labels. Whether it's quote-unquote pizza, or that soup of the day which just hasn't changed in 14 years, taste for yourself at Tony's Town Square, just steps away from that hat store that sells pins. Come taste what the guide map is calling Italian food, only at Tony. And maybe at Portobello.
Hi, Jim. Something wrong with your garage door opener?
Nothing's wrong. I'm showing off my new smart garage door opener.
A smart garage door opener?
Yeah, I can open the door with my phone, turn off the lights. It's secure and easy. Jan loves it. We have smartphones, smart TVs, everything's smart, right? Well, most things. But now I have a smart garage door opener thanks to Florida Door Solutions.
It's time to get smart with your garage door opener from Florida Door Solutions, featuring LiftMaster with built-in Wi-Fi that connects to MyQ. It works from multiple devices, plus adapts to home security cameras. You can even check your door status from work. It's the smart way to go. Florida Door Solutions handles all the top brands, from Clopay, LiftMaster, Overhead Door, and more. And they've got the reputation for doing the job right the first time, providing doors and openers to some of the biggest projects in Central Florida, like the new Orlando Fire Department.
Wow, a smart garage door.
Think smart, be smart, Danny, with Florida Door Solutions.
Call 866-FLA-DOOR or online at fladoor.com.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. Coming up, hour 2, we're going to have that review of Blaze Pizza. Literally, it's not even open yet. We just attended a media preview just a few hours ago, so I'll talk about my experience there. I even have the menu here with me. We'll talk about that.
And then we're going to play the Pyramid.
Yes, WDWNT, the Pyramid is back. It's a great, easy, fast way to win prizes from Theme Park Connection without the half-hour investment of some of our other games. So
it's true.
So make sure you stay tuned for that. And also, tonight is the beginning of the process to name the 45 greatest things that have ever existed, ever, at Walt Disney World. Tonight is the nomination process. Before next week on the show, we're going to have the voting special. We'll talk more about that at the top of next hour.
Right. And update, by the way, in case I just actually sent out a whole nother shipment of prizes this week. So you're expecting something. Hopefully you get it in a couple days.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have guests this week. Not always do we have guests, but very good friends of the show from WDW Celebrations. Obviously, Jason, you see on this show every week, Jason, for a very long time. But we'd like to welcome back from WDWCelebrations.com, along with Jason, Mr. Adam Roth.
Hey, Tom. Glad to be here.
Oh, there we go. Always worry about your technical situation, but I'm glad it is functioning.
My home technician is like standing right there just in case.
Yes, you have the whole technical team standing by. Anyway. So WDW Celebrations, in case people listening have never heard of this before, how did this whole thing start? What is it about? What do you guys do?
So basically, we started off as an organization grown from a fan forum.
Which will not be named on this show.
I was going to say, I wasn't going to name it, but it was a prominent forum at the time. 9 years later, not as much. But it was basically there had been an interview with the vice president of Epcot at the time, Brad Rex, basically saying, what are you planning to do for Epcot's 25th anniversary? And his response was nothing. There would be internal commemorations for the cast members, but nothing for the guests. And that was a real big surprise because we had very big celebrations for Walt Disney World moments, such as Magic Kingdom's 25th with the Castle Cake, and a lot of year-long anniversary celebrations, not only for Walt Disney World but for all of the parks throughout the company. So another fan online on that forum posted, if Disney's not going to do anything, I think we should get a group of people together to celebrate the park's anniversary. And I actually was the first person to respond to that forum post, and I had at that point had a website, FreeWeb's website back in the day, and I offered to host the information about the event on my site just to help support this movement, not to try to turn it into anything major, but just to bring people together to celebrate Epcot, because it's my favorite park. It has always been. It's the park that I connected to as a kid and grew up with. So as we started to kind of form a group, Jason Diffendal, that guy with the beard who's here with us, also got involved, and then more people kind of came onto the team. And right around the time when we had about 200 people registered for the event for free, this was a free event, mind you, we were simply looking to bring people together, the Orlando Sentinel picked up the story that we were doing this event, and at the time I was 16 years old, so they kind of ran with that part of the story, and it gained a little bit of attention. But before you knew it, we were working with Epcot leadership, the new vice president of the park at the time, Jim McPhee, to coordinate our efforts to minimize our impact to the normal guest experience, because that's why we've loved those parks so much. It's because of the guest experience. And as our event continued to grow, Disney continued to formulate their plans to officially commemorate Epcot's 25th. We ended up with 1,200 attendees, officially recognized by Disney as an event and an organization. We had registration tables at front. We had reserved seating with Marty Sklar during his special chats in the Circle of Life Theater, the Symbiosis Theater at the Land.
No one knows.
And we got to open up the Epcot 25th gallery the day before. So it was a really meaningful experience. We had a lot of people, and it ended up being such a runaway success that right after the event, we were inundated with feedback and response from the people who had come to the event, as well as tons of people who couldn't make it for Epcot's 25th, that wanted us to do more. And so 3 days after Celebration 25 concluded, Jason Diffendal and I kind of came together and said, we want to continue doing this. We have an idea, and we copyrighted WDW Celebrations that night. We had the foundation of the organization up by the end of the week, a website the next week. We reassembled our team based on some of the people we worked with on Celebration 25, and before we knew it, Tom Corless joined our team, and we started working on A Wild Decade, which was our second event. And
that was before I was clickbaiting.
Yeah, that's true. That was before you were clickbait.
And before my AM radio fame days.
Exactly. And since that time, we've done 11 events since Celebration 25, including Celebration 25. So we've kind of changed our focus to not only commemorating park anniversaries and celebrating momentous occasions at the Disney parks, but also our big focus is to do something that has an impact on the community. And we were lucky enough to be involved with the Make-A-Wish Foundation for our earliest events. We've partnered with WDWNT over the years for Toys for Tots, Children's Hospital of Anaheim we supported when we did our Disneyland 55th anniversary event a few years ago. And we have been partnering or supporting Give Kids the World, the Village, for our last few events, and we're looking forward to supporting them again in the coming year. It's a really great charity, and they do incredible things for families who could otherwise not afford to make these children's dreams come true. And so we have something to celebrate in the parks as guests who look forward to coming to visit Disney, but looking forward to visiting Disney and to visiting Orlando it has a totally different meaning for these guests at Give Kids the World, and that's why we're happy to support it.
While the charity stuff is obviously the most wonderful part of WDW Celebrations, it's hard to argue that. I think what's really interesting is what's developed among the attendees. So many of the attendees, you've had so many of them hang out at the parks or on vacation all the time now. We actually ended up meeting up with a couple of them not that long ago. Yeah. And the other profound thing is even some other people have met people they ended up marrying, and it's really in 9 years it's had a really profound effect on people socially, which I think is amazing.
Yeah, and actually, to your point, one of our own team, Marcus D'Amelio, met his wife at Celebration 25. So we take great pride in the fact that we've set up these opportunities for like-minded fans to celebrate together, to share in that common interest, and like you said, a lot of them have really taken it and run with it. We know people who have gone cruising together, who go on Disney vacations together, and we always find it's really funny. We have an interesting split of new guests and returning guests each of our events, and we always find that one or two of them who are new will find that niche in an existing group, and that group will continue to get even bigger. So we're lucky to continue to have that mix of people who want to come back and join every event, but also we get a lot of new people each time, and we're already seeing for registration for Worldwide 45 a pretty healthy mix.
So, Tom, they have a better record than WDWNT at the dating game.
They do. We didn't even get them on a date. They got people married.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're going to have to step up our game, Tom.
2 weeks.
I make a great matchmaker. What can I say?
I'm about to sing Fiddler on the Roof, but it's a terrible, terrible idea right now.
This is great. You know, I didn't know enough about the charitable side of celebrations.
Yeah,
this
portion.
is really cool.
What is it? It's a portion of every registration.
Yes. Yeah, it's a portion of every registration officially, and then on top of that, we have the option for anyone to donate any additional funds
which
that they want to.
Surprisingly, people always do, which is amazing and awesome.
People always do, and then the greatest thing about it is we take no profit from anything we do. So we operate at a zero balance at the end of every single event. Any surplus that we end up with goes right into our charity fund at the end of the event. So
and then the rest of that money goes into actually creating the event, whether it be providing prizes for the games, materials, things like that, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So what are some of the events people can expect if they come to a WDW Celebrations?
So plenty of opportunities to ride the attractions and see the shows together. That's kind of a staple just because we want to put people in those situations. But when it comes to WDW Celebrations, our events, they really, over the years, have taken on some signature elements, and those include a scavenger hunt. My favorite moment in our entire 9-year history, going on 10 years next October, I think my favorite one was one of our scavenger hunts at Animal Kingdom asked our guests to count the number of fish on the roof of the pavilion at the Flame Tree Barbecue, and we had about 40 people standing there with pens just staring at the ceiling for about 20 minutes because it was a high-value question, and it was the funniest thing for any passerby ever. But we
Speaking
have
of
scavenger
fish,
hunts.
what about the seas mural?
The seas mural was another
the
one.
Fish on the seas mural, and then the Christmas scavenger hunt. We had people figuring out how many different animals there are in the boardwalk lobby carousel animal ornaments. So we're kind of evil, but also really fun.
We counted that like 5 times that night, and the lobby hosts were probably pretty confused as to what we were doing. But those scavenger hunts are totally custom made for each event, and so we have another one set to take place this year, at Magic Kingdom, which we haven't done a scavenger hunt at Magic Kingdom in quite some time. So it's
before we get into the stuff that's part of this event, why don't we explain exactly, Jason or Adam, whoever wants to take this, explain exactly what Worldwide 45 actually is.
Go ahead, Adam.
You, Adam.
Okay. I was going to say.
Jason's just going to sit in the background.
But...
Jason's like, you do it. I'm.
All right. So Worldwide 45 is our name for the event. It is all of Walt Disney World that we're commemorating. So we did an event many years ago called Worldwide Weekend. So this is kind of a play on that, but it's bigger than that because we are really focusing on celebrating all that is Walt Disney World. And there's so much new magic that's coming to these parks that has already come since the last time we were doing an event here, as well as a lot of things still on the way. So we're really looking forward to highlighting those new activities and those new offerings while, again, continuing to focus on our signature elements that keep bringing people back and giving them a unique experience that's different every single time they visit us. So 45 years of magic, and it's crazy to think because we just did Magic Kingdom and Walt Disney World's 40th anniversary
event. We had
event.
that realization at Ohana the other night that it had been 5 years since we had been to Ohana.
Yeah, and it's so funny because we spend so much time planning each individual event, and then it comes and goes in such a flash over the weekend that we run it, and then we've got another year worth of planning that we throw into the mix, and then the next one comes, and we're already talking about the event after Worldwide 45. And to think that 4 years ago we were having an event that was 5 years past our initial event, it's hard to believe how fast this has gone by. And so Worldwide 45 is kind of taking a little bit of the best of the magic that we've done in our last 9 years, bringing back some favorites, revisiting some of our favorite attractions, and then offering again some new activities that we really think are going to keep people on their toes and challenged for the interactive activities.
So, Jason, why don't you tell us what's actually on the schedule for this event?
All right, so those of you who are sitting in front of a computer now can head over to WDWCelebrations.com and see the full schedule for the event. But just a quick run through. So the event starts on Thursday, September 29th. That is a day spent in Epcot. We know that especially when we plan events around October 1st, which happens quite often, everybody wants to go visit the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. And so we always set aside some time for that. And this event, it's going to be on Thursday. So we'll meet at Epcot in the morning. We're going to ride Soarin' Around the World because that's new. We're going to ride Grand Fiesta Tour so that anybody who hasn't seen the new animatronic can do so, and then that'll position us in World Showcase to take advantage of some of the Food and Wine Festival offerings for the afternoon. And then at night, right before park close, we're going to have our last ride of the night meet, which is sort of a signature offering that we do at least once every event. We're going to meet up to ride Frozen Ever After. That rounds out our Epcot day. On Friday, September 30th, we're going to spend the day in Animal Kingdom. We're going to see Festival of the Lion King, which is something we haven't done as a group.
How that's missed the schedule, I have no idea.
We've never done that as a group. So that will be, I think that will be a lot of fun as a group. And then we're going to have an interactive game that we're working on right now. I can't release any further details at this point in time. We're going to have one of our great games at Animal Kingdom, and then in the mid-afternoon we're going to have a group lunch at Tiffin's, one of the fabulous new restaurants at Animal Kingdom, one of Tom's favorites. And then we'll hang out at Animal Kingdom and partake of some of the evening activities if the park is
possibly. We'll see what happens.
So that's sort of to be announced at this point, depending on what's actually happening.
Hey, Jason.
Yep.
So can you explain how the group meals work? Do you get people to kind of RSVP in advance so you can make a big reservation?
Yes. So Well, we have made a big reservation, which we can adjust. If we have a different number than we've got already reserved. So people basically reserve a spot during their registration for the event.
Okay.
And they'll put down a deposit to reserve for themselves a spot, and then
a ticket purchase, right?
It's kind of like a ticket, yeah.
Okay.
So you'll see the details of that when you're doing your registration for the event. So to register, go to WDWCelebrations.com and click on the link to register, and you'll go through the whole registration process. And part of that will be checking a box if you want to reserve a spot for Tiffins.
Gotcha.
So that's the Animal Kingdom today. Hopefully we'll get to see Jungle Book Alive with Magic. I hope they extend that. But we'll see.
Maybe Rivers of Light? Maybe.
Or maybe. Yeah, the likelihood of that is about as likely as we'll get to visit Pandora. Nick wasn't ready for that one.
No.
And then Saturday, October 1st is the big anniversary day, and we always spend the big anniversary day in the park that we're commemorating. And so for this event, it's the Magic Kingdom. And we don't have any information yet that we can release on anything official that Disney is planning to do. But usually those sorts of commemorative things are in the morning, so we blocked off some time in the morning for that. We blocked off time in the afternoon for our scavenger hunt. And then in the evening, we're going to celebrate the park by riding all of the opening day attractions. So we've got Jungle Cruise, Tiki Room, Swiss Family Treehouse, Country Bears, Haunted Mansion, Small World, Mad Party, The Carousel, and Dumbo. All opening day attractions from 1971. And then to cap off the night, we'll watch some fireworks and some electrical parade or something like that. Not sure which electrical parade we might be watching. I don't know. Paint the Night? I don't know.
Hopeful.
How long does it take for them to ship Paint the Night from California to Florida?
Depends how expensive that FedEx label was.
They've got like 3.5 weeks to do it. So
I just hope they register mail it.
Return receipt requested. Yes, absolutely. And then we ran out the weekend on Sunday, October 2nd at Hollywood Studios. There's not much to do at that park, so we only have like 2 events here.
We look towards the future of Walt Disney World.
Yes, we do. And so we will focus on all of the new Star Wars offerings at Hollywood Studios. We'll watch the Captain Phasma March of the First Order, Star Wars A Galaxy Far, Far Away, and then the Star Wars Galactic Spectacular fireworks at the end of the night. And then we'll have to do some other Star Wars stuff in the middle of the day to round out the schedule. We haven't quite put all of that together yet. I was hoping we could get a Lights, Motors, Action show in there, but it looks like that's not going to happen.
Yeah, they might be sitting on like one stand that's left, like 12 seats that haven't been knocked down.
So that's basically a round out of the schedule. We've got 4 full days. Of course, you're not required to attend all of the days. You
a la carte.
Yeah, it's basically you register for the event and you can attend as much or as little as you want, and you're not forced to go on any of the group rides if you don't want to. If you have a fear of heights, you don't have to go on a Swiss Family Treehouse or things like that. So it's really a very free-form, flexible schedule. You can leave the group and go off and have dinner and then meet up with us again later for the fireworks or something like that. So whatever fits your schedule the best.
It's a good time, though. We fully expect you'll end up spending more time with us.
Most people do. Most people do. And even when the event ends, most people stick around until they get thrown out of the park. Just because it's that much fun to chat and all the new friends that you make at these events. You'll exchange contact information and maybe meet up with them the next time you're in Walt Disney World. So there's always a lot of fun, and it's a really good time had by all.
I agree.
And we can't hear Tom for some reason. And we can't hear Nick either for some reason.
Can you still hear me?
I can hear you, Adam, yes.
So yes, it's a really great time, and we look forward to hosting as many people as possible. But it's really registration is open right now, and registration is $8 per person for Worldwide 45.
So get in now while you've got the early bird registration rates, because the price goes up if you wait too long. So get registered now, and we'll see you real soon. It looks like Tom and Nick are having some technical difficulties on their end at the station with the audio connection. So it looks like, Adam, you and I are the only ones that are still on the YouTube broadcast right now.
That means we can do anything we want.
That's right,
WDW
Adam.
News Tonight.
Adam, why don't you tell us about the best roller coasters that you've been on in the past year?
Actually, could I ask you guys a question about
oh, sure.
the events?
Yeah.
Are there ever anything scheduled during magic hours that you need to be staying on property to do or anything like that?
Generally, no. We tend to follow the advice that we give people for general park touring. You don't want to go to a park on its magic hours day because it's always more crowded. So we always try to avoid magic hours as much as we can. And that's true definitely for this time around. You know, there's nothing that we've scheduled during extra magic hours for any of the 4 days of this event. But that's a good question. You know, if people have any other questions, I don't know. I haven't been looking at the chat. If anybody has any other questions, you can pop them in the chat. And I'll take a peek right now. Or also, we can certainly, you know, you can tweet at us. You can put a message on Facebook. You can send us an email, info@WDWCelebrations.com, and we'll get back to you. And but the registration is up and running, and it's pretty straightforward. I think. You know, if you have questions while you're running through the registration system, you can certainly give us a call or shoot us a message at some point. Somebody asked how much is registration. So it's $8 for adults, $3 for children, but that price goes up after, I want to say, like middle of August. But it's on the registration page. Let me actually just go there now to get you the actual info. But it's on the registration page so that you will be able to make your selections there. So adults are $8 and children are $4. That goes up to $10 and $5 after, I believe it's August 15th. But the sooner the better. Also because we have a limited number of seats at Tiffin's. So if you're interested in that Tiffin's meal, and you have a relatively large number of people, you're going to want to get in for that as soon as possible, because like I said, we have a limited number of seats for that, and when those seats are full, that option will disappear from the registration page. So you will not be able to register for Tiffin's. If you don't see that on the registration page, it means that it's full. Any other questions for the chat? Can I rent by children for $4 from Orlando Child Rental? You'll have to talk to Patrick about that. And Tom, well, Tom Tom is talking to people on the radio. And Adam and I are talking to people on YouTube. And the two are disconnected from each other at this point. So if you're watching on YouTube, we're talking to you. If you're watching Tom, he's not talking to you. He's talking to people that are on the radio.
Should we start doing a bad lip reading episode of Tom?
Yeah, he's saying this great Mickey ride is just clickbait. Just please click over to our site and have some fun.
Oh, come on, it's Guardians of the movie ride, right?
No, come on. If anyone knows Tom Corless, they know that Off Kilter is his favorite band. And in the words of Off Kilter, when you don't know the lyrics, you just say watermelon, 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 watermelon. And that is what Tom is saying right now.
Adam, I like you already because you used an off-kilter reference. You have made your way into my heart.
And hopefully there I will stay.
All right, so we're going to try to get these technical issues resolved between the radio station and the YouTube stream. But yeah, anybody who wants to call in for the game, what is it, Pyramid tonight, did he say?
Yeah. Jason, we have somebody asking for the dates. The dates of the event are going to be September 29th, that's a Thursday, through October 2nd, 2016. So October 1st is the actual anniversary, but we will be offering activities from Thursday, September 29th, through Sunday, October 2nd. And the website is WDWCelebrations.com. And it's $8 for registration before August 15th.
I'm going to put the website in the chat. There we go. So click over there, and all the details are on the site as well as registration. It sounds like we got Tom and Nick back. Yay!
Nearly everyone loves Italian food, but those people who love true, authentic Italian go to Tony's Town Square Cafe. It's because owner and chef Tony Ragu offers home-cooked food from his hometown, Toledo, Ohio. He is 1/8 Italian. Locally sourced Cask Connection freezer items are combined with prepackaged ingredients imported only from the OBT Winn-Dixie, along with mangled recipes from nearly unreadable Buitoni labels. Whether it's quote-unquote pizza, or that soup of the day which just hasn't changed in 14 years, taste for yourself at Tony's Town Square, just steps away from that hat store that sells pins. Come taste what the guide map is calling Italian food, only at Tony. And maybe at Portobello.
Imagine an acne treatment breakthrough that even Proactive says is better than Proactive. Announcing today's Proactive Plus, the revolutionary way to clear your skin from the #1 name in acne care. Proactive Plus is our best, most effective solution ever. And when you call 1-800-738-1912 today, you can have it tomorrow. Proactive Plus is the modern acne miracle that treats your skin beautifully. The plus means more. More precise, targeted medicine for faster, gentler acne prevention. Plus more skin-loving solutions so your complexion can look bright and beautiful.
I am just so happy with Proactive Plus. I don't think my skin has ever looked this good.
Call 1-800-738-1912. Be one of the first to try Proactive Plus. Guaranteed 100% risk-free. Call right now and even the shipping is free. Call 1-800-738-1912. 1-800-738-1912.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight, where I think things are fixed. Hopefully. Everybody hear us okay? Is it working now?
Yeah, I think so. If you're listening to AM 660, The Answer, you were hearing.
You heard the normal show.
1520 WBZW.
If you download the audio this week, you'll hear the portion. What did you mention?
The other station that hopefully will be on there soon.
We're gonna be on FM soon. More on that later.
But yeah, the live stream, and thanks for.
We'll fix it, right, Nick? We'll fix that in post.
Yeah.
Anyway. Let's play the pyramid.
Let's play the pyramid.
Do you actually have pyramid music? Or you
sure. Let's bring up our first contestant. His name is Caden, and Caden wants to play some pyramid with us. Good day to you, sir. You excited about the 45 things that the greatest things ever? What do we call it? Best things, greatest
the 45
things, greatest
I
things
hate
ever.
you so much tonight. The 45 greatest. That's what I'm angry about. Nick's existence.
45 stuff.
45 greatest things ever at Walt Disney World.
You excited? What's your favorite thing at Walt Disney World?
Oh, well, that's tough. I'm gonna have to say Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, I'm gonna fight.
No.
I'm gonna fight for whatever you tell me to, because I get to fight for stuff here. So whatever you tell me to fight for, I'm gonna
We're
fight.
gonna let people call in.
Okay, what's your least favorite thing in the park, Nick?
My least favorite
Nick
thing?
doesn't hate anything. There's a feature in the app where Nick literally just says he likes it.
I don't get it.
Well, I think Rock and Roller Coaster is probably one of my favorite rides.
All right, I'll fight for
That's
that.
probably gonna be it.
All right, cool. All right, so Caden, let's play Pyramid here. First of all, so the idea is you're gonna pick a category. We'll give you some clues. You gotta guess the word that we're giving you clues for, and you gotta get 6 of them right in 45 seconds or less, and you're able to pass as well. So if you don't, if you're not exactly sure, you can pass and come back to it later. And
okay, this sounds easy.
Yeah, it is. It's not too bad. So who do you want to play with? Do you want to play with Tom or do you want to play with Nick?
Okay, that's really tough. I think I'm gonna have to go with Tom.
Yes. Pressured off me. All right.
Give him the category.
All right, here's the categories. You get to pick from one of these categories. Feeling blue, making me wet. Did you smell that?
Whoa.
What?
What is the second category?
Making me wet. Did you smell that?
Oh, come on.
Do you measure up?
Why are these all sexual?
This last one's not. Springing up.
I think I'm going to go with do you measure up?
Do you measure up?
The answer for Nick, of course, is no. Anyway, the question can be anything.
Oh, my.
Anyway. Go ahead, Nick. Or you start the timer.
Yeah, I start the timer, and
wait, what's the category?
Yeah.
Do you measure up? It's things you must be at least 44 inches tall to ride.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
there's 5 of them. I'm going to give you clues without saying the name. Actually, 2 of them are twice. Nick, why are 2 of them twice on that?
Why are 2? Oh, well, one of
Is
them.
one of those
Yes,
the other?
yes,
Okay,
yes,
I'm glad
sorry.
I figured that out. Never mind. Nick's an idiot. Let's play this game.
All right, the clock will start. You have 45 seconds on the clock. The clock will start as soon as Tom starts talking his first clue.
All right, I'm at Epcot. People get sick on this.
Mission Space.
Oh, you have a sound good. This is at Magic Kingdom, and it's a rocket, and you blast off, and...
Space Mountain.
Yep. This is your favorite thing at Walt Disney World.
Rock and Roller Coaster.
This is at Animal Kingdom. The Yeti's broken.
Expedition Everest.
Yep. This thing spins around in Animal Kingdom, and it's a monstrosity, and it's terrible, and I hate it.
Oh, Triceratops spin.
Nope, you got to be 44 inches tall. No!
No, you just. Oh, wait, no, you got 10 seconds.
Oh, it's 10
Sorry.
seconds. It's terrible, and it spins, and it's in Dino Land. The other thing. Primeval World, yes!
Good job.
You win a
Good.
fabulous prize from Theme Park Connection, who you can check out online.
So, Nick, will I get this prize in December or in January?
You know what? You get it when Avatar opens.
They never? Like, come on.
Theme Park Connection, the official sponsor of WDW News Tonight, the official prize provider of WDW News Tonight. Check them out online at themeparkconnection.com. They have a wonderful 16,000 square foot retail space in Orlando, right near the Florida Mall.
All right, that's how you play. It's Jeff's turn to play. Now, how you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. We're doing better now that we got the YouTube back up. Appreciate calling to let us know we still weren't up there. I appreciate that. Now, where are you calling in from?
Anaheim, California.
Anaheim, California. Have you canceled your annual pass yet?
No, and I'm not going to.
All right, just making sure.
1 to 10. How excited are you about Guardians?
10.
See, people are excited.
How
People love
excited
it.
are you about Bathe the Night going away on a scale of 1 to 10?
Negative infinity.
Nice.
That's what I thought. All right.
All right, so let's play the pyramid. Who do you want to play with, Tom or Nick?
Tom.
Okay, you probably want to turn down the show in the background. We could hear it.
All right, here's choose from one of these categories, Jeff. Feeling blue, making me wet. Did you smell that? Or springing up?
Let's try feeling blue.
Why is no one making me wet? I knew that was wrong when I started saying it.
It's not sexual.
I don't know why.
I
don't know why I said it, but I went with it. Oh boy, this is why we're losing viewers. Anyway.
All right, I'm going to put 45 seconds on the clock.
Which one did he pick?
Feeling blue.
Feeling blue. So these are blue characters or items or things that are blue. Nick, you're in. This is the worst.
I handed
things
it
that
to
are
you.
blue
I
at Walt
said,
Disney
edit
World.
This time you said, I'm sure it's great, and you moved on.
Things that are blue at Walt Disney World. All right?
There we go.
These are going to be at Disney World, at Animal Kingdom. There are people that live on Pandora.
Avatar?
No, what's the name of the people from Avatar?
Yeah, Navi, you got it.
I've never seen it.
This guy is going to be at the Magic Kingdom. He's one of the Muppets. He's patriotic. He loves America.
Sam the Eagle.
Yep. This is a giant, ugly building at Disney Springs that was going to be NBA, but now it's not.
Disney Quest?
Yep. This big thing was knocked down at Studios. It was big and ugly in front of the Great Mickey ride.
10 seconds left.
The hat, yep. This is the vehicle for a ride at Epcot. They used to be yellow and white. And they're cars.
5 seconds.
Yep. And it's a character in The Seas with Nemo and Friends.
Dory.
We'll give it to him.
I'm giving it that because some of these were dumb.
They
So give
weren't
him
dumb.
Test Track car.
There's blue.
It is.
It is blue.
You're going to get a prize anyway, Jeff. Thank you.
It's only good when Tom comes up with it. Hold on, Jeff. I'm going to get your address in just a moment.
Damn right it's only good when Tom comes up with it.
Let's bring on someone who respects my talents. Gabe, how you doing?
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Gabe. So what's your favoriteest thing ever at Walt Disney World? No matter how dumb it is, I will fight for it during our segment tonight.
Oh, boy. Favorite thing ever.
Yes, give me something to fight for.
Journey into Imagination.
I don't think I'll have to fight too hard for that one.
Epcot Center in general.
That's going to be one of the front runners, I think, in this whole thing. Has got to be Journey into Imagination.
Oh, it better be.
All right. Sounds good. So you got the categories left, Gabe. Making me wet. Did you smell that or springing up?
Springing up.
No one wants it.
Springing up. These are Disney Springs venues that have a second floor.
I hope these are right.
Okay.
Why are there more of these?
There's 7.
7?
7.
So he has to get 7 in 45 seconds?
We'll bump him up
Wait. So okay.
We'll bump him. No, we'll bump him up. We'll give him 50 seconds.
Give him a minute.
Okay, we'll give him a full minute.
Gets
Fine.
a minute.
Whatever.
All right? You have a minute to get all 7 of these.
7?
Right? Yeah, 7.
Right.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. This just opened. It's Asian.
Oh, Morimoto.
Nope. What? You're on the wrong one, you idiot. Wait, stop the clock. Stop the clock for a minute. Nick, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you tone So number 1, Morimoto was the last one. It's literally the last clue on this list.
Well, now we only need 6.
Why are you, if I'm giving him the first one, why are you telling him he's right when that's the last one on the list? You gave him the correct answer on the wrong question. You can't just name things later on the list and get the point already. That's not how pyramid works. All right, so you have, anyway. So you have
45
6.
seconds to
You
get
have 45 seconds to get 6. Let's do that. All right, here we go. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's still Asian Japanese store. Uniqlo, yep. This has sporting goods.
Under Armour.
Yep. This is a really overpriced, terrible lunch restaurant in the Landing.
Oh, Boat? No, not
Nope.
Boat.
Newer.
What just opened at the thing?
Across from the Edison.
Across from the SDK.
This has a rooftop soda bar.
Coca-Cola.
Bowling.
Splitsville.
Video games.
Disney Quest.
There you go.
Got it.
All right.
Good job, Gabe. You even got the bonus one.
You know, I thought the math game was the only game Nick couldn't handle. So give him Pyramid this week. It'll go fine. It's not a big deal. You know, everything will work. Nope.
Little did you know.
I literally, Nick, didn't show up until 8:45 tonight.
And I had everything ready.
And I had all my stuff went fine. And all your stuff has been.
It only goes bad because you make it bad. I would have done fine with that.
Thank you, Gabe.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anyone else?
No, that's it.
We have more left. We still no one's making me wet. Yeah.
Nope. And no one wants to smell that. We got two categories left. Give us a call, 407-774-8255. In the meantime, Tom.
Okay, crackpots, let's get cooking.
All right, Nick, what did we just eat? Well, what I just ate was Blaze Pizza at Disney Springs. You weren't invited because you messed up tonight. But in all actuality, Blaze Pizza is a chain of very, very fast food pizza restaurants. They're all over the country. There is actually one in the Orlando area. It's in the UCF area, actually. But this one now about to open Friday, at Disney Springs. Probably soft open tomorrow. But we were invited to a media and VIP preview of Blaze Pizza this evening, which I'm going to switch. Jason's actually got a picture of the pizza, which I'm going to throw up for everyone now. There you go. There's the pizzas. So what you do is you go in, and the pizzas are $10, which is a really good price. These are pretty large personal pizzas. Like, I had a hard time finishing that pizza. So you can build your own pizza, which has a lot of different options. But also there's a simple pie, which is just mozzarella, Parmesan, and red sauce. There's a one-top pizza, which is sauce, cheese, and one topping. Then there are signature pizzas. There's a red vine, a barbecue chicken, an art lover, meat eater, green stripe, veg out, Lincoln, and white top. White top is going to be on there somewhere. Maybe he didn't.
Those look incredible.
White top is the one Mike, who came with me, got, which was white cream sauce, mozzarella, bacon, garlic, oregano, and arugula, which is very good. I went for the build your own, and I know people are going to yell at me for being awfully plain despite having full creativity in this whole list at my disposal. But so for sauces, you get 4 choices. There's classic red, spicy red, white cream, or garlic pesto. I ended up going with the spicy red sauce. For cheeses, there's feta, goat, Ovalini mozzarella, Parmesan, ricotta, shredded mozzarella, or vegan cheese. For meats, there's applewood bacon, grilled chicken, Italian meatballs, Italian sausage, pepperoni, salami, smoked ham, and turkey meatballs. For veggies, they have artichokes, banana peppers, black olives, cherry tomatoes, chopped garlic, fresh basil, green bell peppers, jalapenos, Kalamata olives, mushrooms, oregano, pineapple, red onions, red peppers, roasted garlic, sauteed onions, spinach, and zucchini. And then for the finishes, there's arugula, barbecue sauce, pesto, olive oil, and ranch. And that's everything you have to choose from. So I ended up doing spicy red sauce with mozzarella and Parmesan. I did Italian meatballs, sausage, and pepperoni. And then I did some, I forget what I got on top of that. I got one of the finishes that isn't listed on here. I don't know why it's not listed on here. But the spicy red sauce was phenomenal. I think it's been well documented in any of our reviews and on this show. That I like spicy, and the spicy red sauce has a really, really good kick to it.
That's good. That's good
but
to know.
Still tasted like pizza.
Yeah.
This is a really phenomenal fast food pizza.
Really?
It's well priced. It's delicious. It's fast. And I'm not just saying that because we got invited to the media event. You all know I was invited to STK Media, and I still didn't give them the most glowing reviews ever, especially for lunch. Being completely honest here, this is another phenomenal counter service offering.
Yeah, and I know you're probably picky about your pizza.
I am incredible. So before we're in the process of building the pizza. Number one, Mike says to me, I'm curious how you're going to like this. You are a pizza aficionado. You're from Bronx, New York, which is really the place in the country to get pizza. Like, it is the most Italian section of New York, outside of Arthur Avenue. That's real pizza. And then I ran into Jeff Lang, and Jeff's like, "You're from New York. I need to know what you think of this pizza." So everybody wants to know what Tom thinks of the pizza. So I get the pizza and I try it, and I'm struck by how good it is. Again, it's not as good as New York pizza, but for a counter service option, an incredibly reasonably priced counter service option, this gives Deluxe Burger a real good run for its money.
It looks like a nice thin, crisp crust.
Very thin.
Yeah. Very
thin, which is how I like it.
Yeah.
This was really good, and that pizza for $10 is ginormous. it is a giant portion. That being said, we also tried the salads. I thought the Caesar salad was surprisingly good. The strawberry salad was okay. Wasn't great. Surprisingly, they offer desserts. There are a bunch of pre-made things. There's a brownie, a s'mores, and a cookie, the s'mores pie. None of them were out of this world, but this is a pizza place. And every one of the pizzas you see there, every pizza we tried was phenomenal. Again, value and taste, this place is awesome. I think it's going to get swamped. I think it's going to be a disaster more often than not. I want to see how they handle that. Because I really think as far as kids' options are concerned, there's not a whole lot counter service-wise for kids at Disney Springs. I think Earl doesn't really have anything for picky kids. I think even Deluxe Burger's kind of a lot for picky eaters, which most kids are. I think Blaze on their kids' menu offers simple pizzas. And for a kid, I think that's going to be appealing. And I think for an adult, the idea that they can go get their kid a pizza, but at the same time not really be locked into just pepperoni or just veggie. The fact that there are the signature pies, which you don't have to worry about being anxious about building a pie. If all those options make you a little crazy, you can go to one of those. You can go there, have a simple pie up there. You don't have to freak out. But if you really want to try something different every time, there are a tremendous amount of options and variations you can get based on this menu.
And the toppings taste pretty good as far as...
Oh, they were all phenomenal.
Yeah, fresh, nice,
They were phenomenal. Again, if you're expecting the world's best pizza, that's not what this is. As far as counter service pizza, this blows away anything I've had at Red Oven, at Universal. This blows away anything I've had at Pizza Safari or any of the Disney counter service pizzas. And it is, as far as counter service, I think it's the best counter service pizza I've ever had at a theme park.
This sounds a lot like...
Not better than Via Napoli. Via Napoli's table service, it's an amazing, amazing option.
Right.
But as far as counter service, I've never had a better counter service pizza than I had tonight.
This sounds a lot like the pizza place that's across from Disneyland. Is it Pizza Kitchen? Did you ever go there? People know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
there?
you know what? Actually, Jeff, when I ran into him, brought up Pizza Press.
Pizza Press. That's it.
Press,
Yep.
people said was a very similar thing. It's
Love
very
that
good.
place, yeah.
And that was Jeff's review when he was done. He said it reminded me of Pizza Press, but it was great. They loved it.
That's what it seems like.
Everybody there really seemed to love this place. I think this is another really great counter service option at Spring.
Right.
Which Springs already is this place where it's incredibly hard to decide what to eat because there's so much good stuff.
Do we have an opening date?
Friday.
Friday's
opening date. It might soft open tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
Cool.
But, incredibly blown away with Blaze. In-depth review of all the pizzas we tried tomorrow on the site. So make sure you read that. But Blaze, highly recommended. I'll probably go back this weekend after they're open to see how the crowds are going, see how it's working out. But very, very, very impressed thus far.
All right. So Tom, we have two more categories of
we have two more contestants.
We have two more contestants on the line. So let's bring on Georgia right now. Good evening, Georgia.
Hello.
All right. So we've been asking everybody, can you give us something off the top of your head that's one of your 45 greatest things at Walt Disney World that maybe I should fight for tonight?
45 greatest things at Walt Disney.
Yeah, we're nominating the 45
name something
greatest
you
things.
think is the greatest thing ever.
What should Nick
What's your
fight for
favorite thing
tonight?
ever?
The Jungle Cruise.
Jungle
The Jungle
Cruise.
Cruise. All right, I'll fight for that.
What's your favorite Jungle Cruise joke?
All of them.
All of them. Okay, good answer.
Nice. All right, like it. All right, so we got two categories, Georgia. You get to pick which one you want. Would you like making me wet or did you smell that?
Making me wet.
Making me wet. Now, would you like to? I can't believe. Would you like to play with Tom or Nick? Stop it.
Let's see if Tom will make me wet.
Oh boy! All right,
Tom's all over here.
Yep. Never been able to do it before. Anyway.
So, making me wet are.
This is the most inappropriate show.
It's horrible. Georgia, this is attractions you may get wet on at Walt Disney World. We're gonna put 40...
The answer for Tom is all of them.
The answer for Tom is journey into your imagination.
Nope. Maybe tears. My face got wet on that ride. Anyway.
All right, so anyway,
it's
Georgia,
going downhill fast.
enough kidding around. We're putting the 45 seconds up on the clock for you. You got to get 6 of these right. Tom will give you the clues, and here we go. The clock will start when Tom starts.
All right, attractions you can get wet on. This is at the Magic Kingdom. It's in Storybook Circus. The play area.
Casey Jr.'s train?
Yep. It's at Typhoon Lagoon. It shoots people over hills.
Blizzard something?
Let's pass. Let's pass. Animal Kingdom. It's the water ride at Animal Kingdom.
Cali River Rapids.
This one's at Blizzard Beach. It's the really tall one.
Pass.
Okay. Magic Kingdom Log Flume.
Splash Mount.
Mm-hmm. Also at Magic Kingdom and Adventureland boat ride.
Jungle Cruise.
Other one.
Another.
Go.
Pirate.
Yep. We're going back to the water park ones. We weren't going to get those. Crushing Gusher and Summit Plummet were the 2 water ride ones.
I avoid water parks like the plague, so.
Should we send her a consolation prize? We have those?
I'm okay sending her a prize.
All right, let's
Why
send her
not?
a prize for calling in. Courtesy of Theme Park Connection. Thank you, Georgia, for calling in.
Thank you.
All right, hold on the line, Georgia. We're going to bring on Alex now. Good evening, Alex. Where are you calling in from?
Atlanta.
All right, Atlanta. Now, I'm asking people now. I want to know what's something probably really stupid at Walt Disney World that I should fight like hell for tonight to get on the list of 45 greatest things at Walt Disney World. Give me something stupid to fight for that everybody will hate me for fighting for it.
Well, you got plenty of stuff to choose from between Stitch and Journey into Your Imagination.
Stitch.
I was going to say Fight for Tower, but clearly that's going to be on the list anyway.
All right, I'm gonna fight for Stitch's Great Escape. How about that? That sounds good.
Why would you fight for that? That's terrible.
Because I just want to make the other panelists mad at me. So Alex, we appreciate you calling tonight. We're going to play Pyramid. There's only one category left. It's Did You Smell That? Which is attractions that have or had scents on them. So
things that had smells.
Smells. Intentional smells.
Intentional smells. Not anything that just has like musty mildew, not like polygloby.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. We'll put 45 seconds on the clock. I'm assuming you're going to pick Tom. Everybody else has, so we'll just go with Tom. And whenever you're ready, Tom.
Attractions that have or had scents. This is at Epcot downstairs in the land.
Soarin'.
Magic Kingdom 3D show.
Philhar Magic.
Before Mission Space, there was
Horizons.
This isn't the name of this. The 3D show at Animal Kingdom.
Tough to be a bug.
Thank you. I'm glad you knew the name. At the Magic Kingdom in Tomorrowland, there's a chili dog smell. It's a horrible, horrible show we just talked about.
Great Escape.
Yep. There's a skunk smell in this at Epcot. It's a really bad attraction. And I can't say that.
Oh, Journey into Imagination.
Yep.
Nice.
You win! Yay! Nick, it's not A Bug's Life.
I know it's
tough to be bug. You realize you work for like the nerdiest fan site for Walt Disney World there is, and you're gonna name an attraction incorrectly. I can't with you.
No one sees this.
I saw it. I had to give him the clues.
I wanted to make it harder on you.
That's an incorrect answer. A Bug's Life.
And the other one, just so people know, I wrote space. I wrote the word space
twice, and I had to decipher that meant Space Mountain and Mission Space. Literally, hold on. I'm going to show people. I have to show people how stupid this is. Hold on. Let me fold it so I can show people.
Oh,
there you go. So this was it. Do you measure up? Let's see.
The other way. There you go.
Space.
Rockin'.
The other ones are okay. But literally, it just said the word space twice, and I had to figure out what that meant. But anyway. Throw that away.
Oh, boy.
Nick, what are we doing? We taking commercial? We're
going to take a quick break.
Okay, quick commercial break.
We're going to bring on some panelists from WDWNT, some staff members. We're going to come on. We're going to debate. We're going to nominate. We're going to fight for the 45 greatest things at Walt Disney World, and we're going to try to put them together on a ballot that you'll be able to vote for starting next week.
The Apopka Fire Department want kids to stay safe in the car. Road injuries are the leading cause of preventable deaths and injuries among children. Safety seats can reduce that risk by up to 71%. Here are some tips. Make sure all passengers are buckled up while the car is in motion. Young kids should be secured in a car seat according to their height, weight, and age. See manufacturer or stop by any Apopka fire station for assistance. Children younger than 6 are to be in a federally approved car seat. It's the law. And don't forget to register your safety seat so that you're notified about any product recalls. To find out more, go to apopka.net. So from the Apopka Fire Department, remember these easy tips. Make sure all passengers are buckled up while the car is in motion. Young kids should be secured in a car seat according to their height, weight, and age. See the manufacturer's label for all the details. Or make sure you stop by any Apopka fire station for complete assistance. Children younger than 6 are to be in a federally approved car seat. It's the law. And register your safety seat so you're notified about product recalls. For more details, go to apopka.net. That's apopka.net. The safety reminder from the Apopka Fire Department.
In the market for a new home? Write down this number, 407-247-4184. Growing up, you didn't notice if your home was small or if the curtains were old. The important things about home were jumping into bed with mom and dad during a storm, getting to lick the spoon whenever mom baked a cake, and playing hide and seek in the backyard. Now you care about things like good neighborhoods, square footage, and whether or not there's a breakfast nook. You also want to buy a home that gives you all the good feelings of the one you grew up in. A home where you walk in the door and you know this is home. That's where Todd Schroth of RE/MAX Central Realty can help.
Hi, I'm Todd Schroth of RE/MAX Central Realty. A house is more than just a place to keep your things and lay your head. It's where you live life, create memories, and share tradition. Put our 20-plus years experience to work for you, and hey, let's find you a home.
Todd is a local community expert, a gold-level top producer, and a member of the RE/MAX Hall of Fame. Call the Todd Schroth Real Estate Team at RE/MAX Central Realty today. Call 407-247-4184. Online at keepingorlandomoving.com. Come on, let's get moving.
One of my favorite things of all time, the timekeeper. But you know what they say, Nick? Chardonnay gone tomorrow. That's what happened. Timekeeper, but...
Will Tom fight for this attraction tonight?
Oh, absolutely I'll fight for the timekeeper. But also tonight, we are still assembling the list. There are hundreds and hundreds of items already on our nomination list, which we won't share with you just yet. But tonight, you have a chance to change the future. You have a chance to add items to this list. Maybe things we've missed, things we haven't thought about yet. This is the nomination process, and our illustrious panel is going to help us do that tonight as well. So joining us for this special segment, I have, of course, Adam Roth joining us once again from WDW Celebrations. Hi, Adam.
Hey, glad to be here.
We also have Ashley Jasmer. Hello, Ashley.
Hi.
We have the one and only David Smith. We're in a NASA hat. Why are you wearing a NASA hat?
I don't know. My hair's messy, probably.
NASA's cool.
Our favorite Canadian, if there is one of those, Dustin Foos.
How's it going?
There's this piece of pizza, and there's Nick LoCicero. You've seen him all night. That's the guy who messed up the game. And Rondiana.
Hello, huh?
All right.
Hey, by the way, we had a successful game. 5 people.
It was a good time. I like to pick on Nick just for comedic effect.
But it's fun.
Nick's an all right guy.
I'm all right. I'm okay.
Yeah, he's okay. So
passable.
Here's what we're doing. So, of course, as many of you know, through the course of history on the WDW News Today podcast, we have done countdowns. And generally, they've been around anniversaries. So we did the 20 greatest moments in the history of Disney's Hollywood studios, and we did the 40 greatest moments in the history of Walt Disney World, the 30 greatest moments in the history of Epcot. We did these great countdowns ranking historical moments, and we got to the 45th anniversary and realized, well, we just did the 40th. That's only going to add in a couple new moments. So doing a countdown of the 45 biggest moments in the history of Walt Disney World really is going to be rehashing a lot of things we've done already. And maybe for the 50th we can do that again. But we need to do something. I want to do something new and different, something innovative, something that's never been done before. So I decided I wanted to rank everything that's ever existed at Walt Disney. I mean everything. I mean like turkey legs versus ducks versus Citricos versus the Haunted Mansion versus the Disney Dreams Come True Parade versus Disney Mania versus
Friendship Boats.
La Nuba versus Friendship Boats. I wanted everything. So what we've been compiling is a list of everything, every attraction, recognizable, memorable food items through the years, individual restaurants, resorts, counter service, table service, doesn't matter, attractions, shows, entertainment, nighttime spectaculars, smells, and all these different sites. And what we want people to do is they're going to get this giant list, and in the end, you're going to have to pick 45 things. And when you vote, you pick 45 things, you submit your vote, and then what we're going to do is we're going to tally that all in the end. And in the end, the 45 things with the highest votes are going to get ranked as the 45 greatest things in the history of Walt Disney World, and then week by week we'll do 5 at a time, and we'll unveil what you think are the 45 best things ever. Like, are attractions better than smells? Do landmarks mean more to you? Is Cinderella Castle the most meaningful thing to everybody? We're really going to truly find out in this list. I think it'll be fun and different. So what we're going to do it tonight, we are still in the nomination process. We are still building the list before voting opens in a few days' time. So tonight we're just going to talk about, people are going to throw in what they think, maybe things we've missed on the list. Maybe they're things that are on there already and they just want to make sure you vote for them when voting opens later this week, whatever that may be. We're just going to talk about some of our absolute favorite things ever at Walt Disney World. This is the nomination process, and we're inviting you to call in. Call in at 407-774-8255 to make your nominations. And in fact, the person we think who makes the best nomination tonight via phone, we're going to send them a prize via thanks to Theme Park Connection.
Excellent.
We will also take stuff in the chat. That's fine if you want to do it through the chat also, but you will not be eligible for any prizes. So I want to open the floor. Let's talk about it. What are the greatest things ever at Walt Disney World? What should be on this list in everyone's opinion?
So I think the first thing that came to my mind when I heard about this list was the welcome sign across the property entrances as you drive into the park, whether you're going on Magical Express or you're driving your own car or you took some sort of car service. That moment to me when you crossed that threshold always meant that the trip had started and you had gone into the Disney bubble, you had gone into the magical place, and your trip was going to be great. So that's been one of my favorite things.
Yeah, that's I think got to be on that voting list for sure.
You know, on a similar vein, I'm going to just say the directional signs they use on property.
Directional sign.
The ones that they're just so unique.
Remember when they had the Mickey, like the Mickey popping out over the top? Remember that? Back in the day. But anyway.
Trying to find the Vinylmation of those is what got me into Vinylmation, because that was the one I wanted and was hunting down.
I see Nick giggling about it.
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah. There were, how many variants were there in those? There's a couple.
I think there were 3 or 4 altogether.
Yeah.
Oh, now I have to check eBay. Thanks for telling me that.
There were definitely 3. There might have been 4.
In the chat, they said the orange smell in Soarin'. Jumping water fountains at Epcot. I don't think that's actually on the list. We should put that on.
That's a good one.
All right, now I'm going to bring on our first phone call of the evening in this segment. Jonathan wants to call in with what he wants to fight for to add to the list. What do you got, Jonathan?
Yeah, my choice would be my favorite theme park attraction of all time, the extraterrestrial alien encounter.
Alien encounter! How about Skippy? Skippy has got to be one of the greatest things ever at Walt Disney World.
Now, here's a question.
All right, Jonathan, good one. We'll let you know if you're a winner tonight.
You know, if we put the attraction on like that, are we going to have to put all the characters in the attraction on as separate things? I mean, I
would put Skippy in. I think Skippy is truly beloved. Is Skippy more meaningful than the attraction itself? I think is the question.
Skippy transcends Alien Encounter because he survived.
I would say so. Exactly.
He has survived. Yeah, I think that's a great point. I think Skippy has earned his own vote. I would put Sir on there too. Sir is wonderful.
Yeah, I already.
Bon voyage. Bon voyage.
Well, that's similar to like Mr. Tom Morrow. You know, things like that really make an impact. But when I was looking at this, the first thing that came to my mind, and let me know if you know where this is from. Walt Disney said that the Magic Kingdom is a world of imagination, hopes, and dreams. In this timeless land of enchantment, magic, and make-believe are reborn, and fairy tales come true. The Magic Kingdom is a place for the young and the young at heart, a special place where we wish upon a star your dreams come true, and until we see you again, have a safe trip home. Thank you, and good night. It's the Kiss Goodnight inside of the Magic Kingdom. Every time you can sit there and listen to that at midnight, sitting in front of the Cinderella's castle, just that is true Disney. And even to this minute, like as I said that, I'm getting goosebumps just having that mentality. So that's on my list 100%, the Kiss Goodnight.
A good one.
All right, we got another phone call in. This one's from Valerie. Valerie, what would you like to add to our list of 45 greatest things?
Hi, guys. It's kind of hard to choose one favorite thing from Walt Disney World, but I'm going to go with my favorite park, Hollywood Studios, and I'm going to pick the Great Movie Ride because that, ride really represents what the park is and what, the original message of the park was. So I feel like that would be like the perfect thing to put on your list.
Is she talking about the Great Mickey Ride?
Yeah, she's talking about the Great Mickey Ride.
Yeah.
Stop it. So yeah, obviously
Valerie.
the Great Movie Ride. All the attractions are on this list, so that Valerie wants to make sure people vote for the Great Movie Ride.
Yeah.
She believes it deserves to be within the 45.
Plus, it's still open.
Most things at Hollywood Studios can't say that.
Exactly.
By the way, everyone who calls in, keep listening till the end of the show. We'll announce a winner and ask you to call back in. So we got Jonathan and Valerie so far. If you want to call in, 407-774-8255.
I want to fight the ducks. Ducks have to make it. Think about this. Who doesn't love the wildlife, like the rabbits and the ducks? And they're such an important part of Disney World. I can't imagine Disney World without the ducks. I really can't. They're like citizens of Disney World.
Exactly. If Disneyland can have their cats, we can certainly have the ducks, right?
Yeah.
Then what about the seagulls?
Quack.
Quack.
Quack. Man.
So I would say the background music, particularly.
Background music.
There you go. Yep.
Wow.
Because if there's one thing that distinguishes a Disney park from a lot of regional parks, is that you're not listening to the pop culture music of the day. You're listening to authentic music that keeps you
at least until the nighttime
out of
parties.
that environment. And that's when you're walking down Main Street, you feel like you're right there in the center of this, Missouri town. You don't feel, or Kansas influence, you don't feel like you're going to listen to a Katy Perry song playing in the middle of that, unless you're there on New Year's Eve and you'll hear Footloose.
Or at the Tomorrowland stage.
Right. It's authentic and it's immersive and it's.
So what? We can't just put background music.
I say the Future World loop is
the Interventions loop.
Yeah, I was going to say that one.
That is what stands out.
Who doesn't love that? Na, 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 na. Everyone loves that song.
That's it.
Oh, it's classic. Yeah.
I also think Main Street has to be on there if we're doing
Main Street, absolutely, yeah.
But the Epcot loop for Interventions has been there in some form pretty much since opening day.
Well, the one you're talking about is the one that's been there since the 90s. The one that's there now, which I think just has become so synonymous. I think when you ask people for background music, that and Main Street are the two that come up the most, I think, for most people. Certainly I have my favorites, but they're kind of nerdy, and I don't think they necessarily fit within the 45 greatest things ever. But Main Street and the Interventions loop, I think, for sure, are important and beloved. And the Main Street loop, for sure, would have a shot at this list, I think, for sure. I think people would vote for it, absolutely.
All right, we have another caller here. Okay. Let's see what Marcy wants to add to our 45 greatest things list. Marcy.
Hi, guys. I'm sorry I can't be with you all night, but I just wanted to call in and make sure I gave you these two ideas for your consideration. I'm not sure if you've already added these or not, and I'm not sure if it's too large of an idea, but I really think that the Disney Vacation Club needs to be on that list. I know that it's not like a park thing, but it is completely encompassed most of the resorts, and if things keep going the way that they are, I can definitely see them going to the moderate resorts and even the value resorts. So I think that Disney Vacation Club needs to be on the list.
Mm-hmm.
And also carpeted walls.
Wall carpet.
Oh.
Absolutely wall carpet.
You have to. It's part of my childhood memories.
Yeah. I've got some good ones from the chat I want to read off real quick. Cast members.
Yes.
Cast members,
Agreed.
Absolutely. Yeah. What else we got? Someone said the light up floor at Epcot. Outside of Interventions. Cool. Yeah, that's a good one. Pin trading, absolutely. Disney pin trading has been such a huge part of the parks. Every cast member has a lanyard just about. So huge.
Yeah, I definitely fight for pin trading because you're talking about not just the Disney mentality. You're talking about giving guests that opportunity to actually interact not only with each other, but also with cast members who may not have that regular interaction with guests. So I think pin trading is really high on that list. That and they're cool, and we all have our own collections, and we buy pins every time we're there, but I definitely would fight for pin trading.
Absolutely. Some other ones in the chat. The Streetmosphere, the Citizens of Hollywood. Absolutely. Big Al. The Phoenicians. The Phoenicians. Yeah, I think we got.
I don't know if they get enough thanks.
Orange Smell. I don't know if Horizons or Soarin', which one's the more infamous of the orange smells.
Run Disney events.
Ace Ventura on location at the Disney MGM Studios was brought up. Oh boy.
Disney World Marathon Weekend.
Goosebumps Heartland. The Walt Disney World Marathon. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one. Ugly Castle Cake. Yeah. We're gonna need Castle Cake on there, I think, for sure.
Do you bother putting the wand, or we just assume no one's gonna vote for that?
I would put the wand. It's got to be on there, man.
Well, if you're talking about the wand, then I'm going to say Big Red.
Big Red, yeah, from Kilimanjaro Safaris. I would say the poacher ending from Kilimanjaro. We can put that on there. That was pretty beloved. Absolutely.
So, can I make are you done, Tom? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Can I make a case for the Dirty Foot and Pirates?
Oh, the hairy leg!
As fans, as super fans, we kind of take it for granted, but how many people have become Disney fans based on just that one little detail and seen it, and that kind of welcomed them into the world of fandom?
Remember when there was a resort, the Resort TV commercial that mentioned the hairy leg? Does anyone remember that? So it was like, see the man with the pig, see the redhead, see the hairy leg.
You're right.
Like, it had its own mention in an ad for the ride. It's pretty significant. Off Kilter, absolute Off Kilter's already on the list. You don't need to worry about that. I made sure to that already. But
can I add one? Because there's one that really shows me that is specifically Walt Disney World, and it's the must-see top 7s and Stacy.
7?
It works.
7 on the list?
7?
Is the number 7 on the list?
But it's one of those things that it's the greatest part of the resort rooms as well as the
let's say Resort TV. How about we put it as Resort TV? Yeah. Ashley, we haven't heard from you. What are you thinking about?
Sorry, Dustin stole mine, and then my puppy had an accident. So I was a little proud.
I'm sorry, Ashley.
And now I'm trying to regain my train of thought.
Okay, we'll give you a couple moments.
It was from around the hub last night. I'm sorry.
The Kiss Goodnight was my big one. But I've also thought Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. I know it's already on the list, but that was a pretty big moment trying to get people interactively engaged. And they did put a lot of... They tried.
Well, trying to get Disney fans engaged in general is a challenge. So
in multiple ways, yes.
Get it?
Yeah.
Nick and I were engaged. Anyway.
Funnel cake and waffle sandwiches is Sleepy Hollow refreshments.
The waffle sandwich. That's a good one. There's some great food items on this list already. Yeah. We got beaver tails, Dole Whip, turkey legs, the Sanaa bread service.
Canadian cheddar cheese soup.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the cheddar cheese soup.
What about the Earl of Sandwich, the classic one that we always have to get? Oh, anything for $6-7. Just walk in, make
Someone in the chat said alligators.
Oh,
that's mean.
That's not going on.
No, electrical water pageant.
Yeah.
Electrical water pageant, absolutely.
And one of the other big things, Ohana's amazing, and we will all fight for our favorite restaurants, and there's so many different things that have happened to make us love these various restaurants. I think something as simple as the Grand Floridian. You go in there and you can have the Victoria and Albert's and the chef table.
How about the Disney dining plan? Some
that
people
would do it.
I think it'll get some votes.
Epcot International Food and Wine Festival.
Food and Wine Festival, Flower and Garden, all the seasonal events. Of course, the Booty U Parade, one of the most beloved parades of all time, even though it is seasonal. Spectro Magic, the Main Street Electrical Parade are all going to be up for voting as well. Of course, I'm pulling mostly for Spectro in this whole thing.
Can we get Pirate and Princess parties on there?
Oh, absolutely. The Magic, Music, and Mayhem Fireworks Show, which I think is one of the best of all time is on the list. All the fireworks shows ever, Symphony in the Stars, Frozen fireworks, Wishes, Fantasy in the Sky, they're all going to be on there.
We were talking about music earlier, and I think that the welcome medley that happens at the Magic Kingdom should definitely be on that list, because there's
the
nothing
welcome
like
show in general.
Trolley
For sure.
show.
Trolley show, Ashley said.
Oh,
yeah, that's another good.
That's a great one.
People love that. See, someone said Pokemon Hunting.
Yeah. What
Sure,
about the
we'll put it
tours?
on there.
What about the tours? What about things like Keys to the Kingdom or
Absolutely.
Backstage Magic or something
Magic
like that?
Behind Our Steam Trains. Undiscovered Future World. Someone brought up the Splashtacular, one of my favorite short-lived pieces of entertainment of all time. I still believe, outside of people that were in that show, I have seen that show more than anyone in existence. I believe that. What'd you say?
So twice?
No, I saw it at least 15, 20 times. So what I would do at Epcot, I would bounce between Journey into Imagination and seeing Splashtacular. And that was a majority of my day for the, 10, 11 months. We came like 3 times in that period. 10 or 11 months that existed. So I'm pretty sure I've seen Splashtacular more than any guest at least in Walt Disney World history. I love it. It will be getting a vote. Delta Dream Flight will be sure to get my vote in the 45 greatest things ever Walt Disney World. I truly believe the most underrated attraction of all time. Nick, you've been quiet. Nick, what do you think?
Well, I hope my man Sunny Eclipse is on the list.
Sunny Eclipse has got to be on there. Cosmic Rays. Yeah.
Do we have I'm assuming we have the Dapper Dans on there.
Dapper Dan.
Things like that. Yeah.
Anything else? Vinylmation? You think Vinylmation?
No, I don't think. I mean,
No.
we can.
You hosted a Vinylmation podcast.
I still do. It's great.
Shouldn't
be on the list.
So big enough deal for a podcast, but not.
Zoom.
Someone said Rope Drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Behind the scenes story.
How about
Extra magic hours?
Extra magic hours.
There we go.
How about E-Ride nights?
Yes.
Grad night?
Grad night?
No.
No.
Grad night being canceled.
How about River Country? Remember River Country?
What about Fast Pass?
Fast Pass and Fast Pass Plus Magic Bands.
Yeah, something as straightforward as Magic Bands, like that just revolutionized everything.
How about ticket books?
Yes.
Yeah. Or even the app, My Disney Experience app.
I don't think it's going to win, but My Disney Experience.
Put it on there.
Still an event.
It is.
Yeah. And this is a fun list because we're not asking when we do the moments list. We ask for historical. Both you should vote based on historical significance. In this case, we're really just looking for the greatest things. So these could be your favorite things. So we want to see what are the 45 things about Walt Disney World people love the most through history. What are the things that most mean Walt Disney World to you? And that could be. And what's fun about that is it's not attractions. It's not just restaurants. It's moments and entertainment. Merchandise and all these different things, and I think it's going to be fun to see what really embodies the Walt Disney World experience to a Disney fan more than anything.
Limited edition merchandise release events.
Yeah, absolutely. The pin event.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Put the pin event in there, sure.
Star
When
Wars
they
weekend.
introduced Mickey talking on Main Street.
Talking Mickey.
Interact with Mickey.
Yeah, the Living Character Initiative.
Talking
Lucky
heads
the
in
Dinosaur.
general. Lucky the Dinosaur, Muppet Mobile Labs,
Wall-E,
Eternal Talk with Crush, the short-lived Stitch's Supersonic Celebration. Anyone?
All right. Hey, just real quick, we're running out of time here on the radio show. 2 minutes left. I'm assuming we're going to go.
We'll go 5 or 10 minutes overtime to take a few more nominations.
Yes, we're going to do bonus on the live stream online only. Real quick, I just want to take one more phone call while we're here. John wanted to add something to the list. Go ahead, John.
I wanted to add Spectro Magic. So nothing means more to me from the Disney parks than Spectro Magic. That is like, when I hear the songs from that parade, like nothing is more quintessential Disney to me.
Yeah. All right. Good addition. Good addition, John. So, Tom, out of our callers here, I guess we could extend this into the overtime too. But so far, we have Alien Encounter, Great Movie Ride, and Spectro from our callers.
Let's see if anyone can come up with anything really, really unique. But we're gonna back afterwards. But Nick, do we have time? Or?
We have a minute left. We
can't do angry.
No, we'll do angry. We'll do angry in bonus time.
Okay.
We can do angry a little bit later on. But this is a great show. Despite we gave away lots of prizes from Theme Park Connection. Great job with the pyramid, everybody. Appreciate it. A lot of fun. And this was a fun night. This was a good night. We got here on time from your pizza stuffing party. Yeah, I wasn't sure. This is the case. I'm glad you had a good time at Blaze Pizza. So make sure you check out those pictures, that review over at WDWNT.com. For those listening online, we'll be back in just a moment. For those listening on the radio, switch over to listen.WDWNT.com to continue the party.
And remember, kids, I gotta know, when can we do this again?
Celebrating 50 years as Apopka's hometown station. 1520 WBZW. Apopka, Orlando. Community events, financial news, weather, traffic, and more.
A service of Salem Media Group.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Patrick Voss.
This just for 5 more minutes, then we're going to do angry, Nick, because we promised people we'd do that this week. So just 5 more minutes. I want to take some more nominations. Very quickly out in the chat, we got Candlelight Processional mentioned. Yep. The Year of a Million Dreams. What else we got? Give a Day, Get a Day. Dessert Parties.
Press Pennies?
Press Pennies, absolutely.
Pennies. There you go.
The Memories in You.
Mickey Ears.
Mickey Ears. Mouse Ears, sure. Destination D events, the D23 events, sure.
The celebration buttons.
Yeah, those are great.
Buttons, sure. Yeah, so those are all from the chat. Trying to think of anything else.
I don't know where we categorize this, but I love the Main Street reveal as you walk through the tunnel. That's an experience, I think, that's quintessential Disney.
Yeah. I put the popcorn smell. I think that that kind of mentality, anything that brings you closer to the Magic Kingdom and to Disney, it could be something as simple as a smell or something you visually see, something like the windows on Main Street, the hidden gems, the dancing class above the center block. There's so many different things.
I think the bakeries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else said the popcorn smell. Pressed pennies are awesome. The view from the train station. 2, 5, and 7. Well, the original test track is on there. If you want Bill McKim and Sherry to make it, you got to vote for the original test track. See what happens with that.
Food rocks.
Food rocks. Adam and I's guilty pleasure. High fiber.
How about invisible dogs?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Invisible dogs. You used to be able to buy them at the Haunted Mansion card.
Oh, the stupid leashes.
I used to buy one every trip as a kid. My parents hated to do it, but it's what I wanted every trip.
Okay.
And
The
then
Balzac inflatable balls.
Balzac! Every time we would pass the Balzac booth, I would yell, "Look at that giant Balzac!" It was always funny to me, at least.
I don't know
Not as funny as Nick's categories tonight. But,
I don't know if anybody else is old enough and went there at the time to remember them, but how about the original Top of the World?
Original Top of the World, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And even the new Top of the World Lounge, still a pretty cool place. Not as cool as the old Top of the World, but pretty neat. Bay Lake Tower will be on there for sure.
The Kaleidoscope at Disney Springs.
The
That was the marketplace.
Wow. The original Chef Mickey's. How about the Empress Lily, for that matter? The Empress Lily is pretty beloved, and you saw the pictures we tweeted tonight. It's pretty much gutted at this point, which is kind of sad. But, that's happening. So just 2 more minutes. We'll take a couple more. If you still want to call in, 407-774-8255. Best nomination of the night by phone gets a prize.
Do we have balloons on there somewhere?
Mickey Mouse.
What was that number?
407-774-8255.
Mickey Bar?
Mickey Premium Ice Cream Bar. It's a good food item, yeah.
I was going to go with monorail.
Tie-dye cheesecake.
Monorail. That's good.
The monorail, absolutely. All those are on there. The friendship boats, the ferries, the resort launches,
What
all
about
that.
pre-shows? What about things like I know 2, 5, and 7, but something as simple as hello there.
I think we're going to leave those lumped in with the attraction.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think you got to vote for Dinosaur then.
But is Bill McKim a separate character then?
Sure. Let's make this as complicated as possible.
It should be. I think you could totally want a character from the attraction, but not the attraction as a whole.
The timekeeper
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not going to work as a voting thing.
Well, there's going to be 45
that.
things that get more votes than some other things. So
we'll see what happens.
Will the skippers from the Jungle Cruise count as a separate thing, or would those just be part of the attraction?
Let's make them part of the attraction.
Oh, boo!
Nick, stop it.
Gangsters and cowboys.
No.
How about just getting the cowboy version of the ride?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that absolutely should be there.
Yeah, but what's the difference between separating Skippy from Alien Encounter?
He's an original character. The Jungle Cruise is pretty much only the skipper. Like, that's the ride.
He's going to throw something at you, Nick. You know, there's something's going to happen. He's going to be like...
Yeah, I'm not in his good graces tonight.
Because you took him away from pizza.
I did.
No, I came here because I had a show to do, and Dirk Wallen was very upset, thinking I might not come here tonight. So, for Dirk, I had to show up. Anyway, no, I was always showing up. Anything else?
Is Discovery Island on the list yet? The original?
Let's put it then. All the recreation, the watercraft you can rent. Absolutely. 94 Spaceship Earth. I actually have the Spaceship Earth separated because I feel they are almost their own attractions.
The old Space Mountain Q video loop.
Are you separating the different...
Space Mountain TV?
Yep.
How about the different illuminations? Are we separating
They're
those?
all on there, man. Illuminations 25, Illuminations Reflections of Earth. We've got Laserphonic Fantasy, A New World Fantasy. They're all on there.
New Year's Eve at the parks?
New Year's Eve fireworks shows, absolutely. I'll take like one more from everybody.
How about Voices of Liberty? Are they on
Voices
there?
of Liberty,
Okay.
absolutely. Well, everybody gets one more. Come on.
You didn't have Adventurers Club on there. I had to add that already.
All right, put the Adventurers Club then. Pleasure Island. For all those clubs, we can put 8 tracks and mannequins and the Neon Armadillo and what else? Fireworks Factory and Rock and Roll Beach Club and XZFR Rock and Roller Drome and
BET Soundstage.
BET Soundstage and
I think
Comedy
Kid Cot.
Warehouse. Kid Cot.
Nice.
It's a World Showcase exclusive mentality, so got to bring some love to the Canadian Pavilion.
Are we putting the pools in with each resort, or do we do those separately? Okay.
Completely arbitrary what's separate and what's not.
Yes.
Welcome to WDWNT.
Completely arbitrary is our middle name.
When you found a website for 9 years, you can make these decisions. The one thing I have, Ron, don't take it from me.
Ron, if you want to see arbitrary, just watch the Around the Hub from last night. I lost on rocks.
You're not going to let that go, are you?
All day today, I have been complaining about that, and it will not go away.
I'm going to throw out there the Sherman Brothers.
I don't know if they count as part of Walt Disney World. They're people.
I mean, you can
like
hear
they
their
never
music
like
throughout.
worked at Disney World.
Yeah, but you can hear their music throughout the parks.
Or put Sherman Brothers music. Then. How about that? All right, is that it? Any final words?
I had a write-in from someone listening. Nestle Toll House cookies.
Oh, okay. I will accept it. How about the toffee at Polly? I love that toffee.
Oh, the Werther's?
Ridiculous. No, not Werther's. It's Polynesian toffee. It's called something. Hold on.
Yeah, it's Polynesian toffee.
Kona. No, it's Kona
brought to you by
toffee or Tiki
Werther's.
toffee or something like that. It has a weird name, but it's
Kona coffee?
It's like toffee. It's like coconut toffee, and it's amazing.
Never had that. Where do you get it?
At Captain Cook's. It's in like baskets there.
All right.
Huh.
You ever been to Disney World, Nick?
Yeah, you know I love Captain
You love
Cooks.
Captain Cooks. We're going to go and get this toffee.
All right.
It's gonna happen. After we go see Bad Moms, we're going to get toffee. Anyway. All right, Nick, who hates Tom now?
Oh.
You not ready?
No. Now I am.
All right, who hates Tom?
All right, let's find out who hates Tom now. All right, Tom, these comments coming on that weird post that you put up about Mickey's Great Movie Ride.
It's the Great Mickey Ride.
Great movie.
How about Mickey Roney? Mickey Roney's got to go on the voting.
Oh boy! All right.
Ron is so upset about everything we're adding on this list.
So, Fangs the Wolf wrote in. Fangs with a Z, the Wolf.
Okay.
He wrote in and said, I wonder if this is Tom's bait for other Disney fan sites that he was talking about on last week's show.
No, that'll come April 1st.
All right. Then we had Standard Staples. He wrote in, and he kind of cut the knees off on all those commenters
This
out
is like
there.
the first comment.
Yeah, this was the first comment. He wrote in, I'll go ahead and beat them all to it. How about variations of Don't Touch My Great Movie Ride? From someone who hasn't actually been on the ride in the last decade. How about the comment, this will be the death of Hollywood studios as we know it. How dare they remove the park icon? from someone who assumes the whole theater will be torn down with the new attraction. And he also wrote in, that's it. If Disney does this, I'm never going to Walt Disney World again. Disney has sold its soul to the devil once and for all. And then the next day they book their 7-day trip to Walt Disney World. And by the way, there was at least one comment that just said just that. He said, I'm done booking trips to Walt Disney World with my family. So I don't know why this does it. And then, of course, the cliche comment here. I'm 1,000,000% positive this won't happen. Come on, Tom. Clickbait. And then the rumors confirmed within a month.
That's me, old clickbait Corless.
Yeah. So there we go. It's fake hatred of Tom this week, all brought to us by Standard Staples.
Oh, what's that, Nick? I'm reeling in another one.
What you got?
More clickbait.
It's weird how
Hold on.
It's weird how these posts always go up on like a Tuesday or Wednesday morning right before the show.
That's not on purpose at all. Shut up. I don't do that so we have things to talk about. I don't hold stories for weeks on end.
What? No. Craziness.
Is that it?
I think that the follow-up from Charles, who was just like, you forgot, where are these rumors coming from? How about putting actual news on your site instead of unsubstantiated hearsay and shameless clickbait? But he
Do you
keeps
mean the
coming
4
back
photo reports a week, the several dining reviews, and all the stories we break every week? Because really the one rumor a week I don't think takes away.
Yeah, it's accused clickbait. It's like, come on, you're going to come back.
Old clickbait Corless, that's me.
By the way, is
a t-shirt.
Is that dog back there okay?
What? Yeah, someone's dog.
Sorry, it's the puppy.
Okay.
He came home Saturday, and we're still adjusting.
Okay, good. It sounded a little bit like Pinky the Flamingo over in Busch Gardens.
Jeez. Oh, Nick.
What?
That poor flamingo. That hillbilly guy.
I can't believe
what a jerk.
He threw a flamingo to the ground.
I'm so mad about that. I love animals.
Have you seen the video of Pinky the dancing flamingo?
Oh, of him dancing? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen him in person.
Yeah.
I've been there.
It's a wonderful dancing
The best
flamingo.
comment I saw in that story was they euthanized the wrong animal.
Yeah, right? Absolutely.
It is his third strike if I was reading like the articles right, so it's going to be his third
What were his
felony.
other offenses?
He's got a history of
He beat up a
aggravated
65-year-old.
assault. He had a couple other things on there, like so. This is I think his third felony, so he's in trouble.
Good. That's disgraceful. They had to put down the animal. It's sad.
Why? What? Why?
Yeah, that's a shame. Anyway.
Yeah,
Now
the
we have
killer
to end-
whales. The killer whales over at SeaWorld are like, see, we're not the problem. We're not the
See, now
problem.
we're going to end this show on a sad note. This isn't good.
The Gators
This
are
is
like,
not
what,
we wanna
what's up
leave
with that?
People
Look at
with
that.
for a week. What are we gonna? Let's give away a prize. That's the best way to end the show.
All right.
What were the options again?
Jonathan with Alien Counter, Valerie with Great Movie Ride, or John with Spectro. So I
Or
think
Dustin with Kiss Goodnight.
Well, let's let's vote. Adam, what do you think is the best one of those?
I think I'm gonna go with Spectro.
Spectro, all right. Ashley with the dog in your lap, what?
Spectro.
Spectro. David?
I gotta go with Spectro as well.
Dustin?
Clean sweep, Spectro.
Nick, I know what you're going to
Spectro.
say. Ron?
Yeah, it's got to be Spectro.
Yeah, Spectro.
All right, John, if you're listening, give us a call, 407-774-8255.
You know the way to our hearts.
8255.
What's the number? What is it, Nick? 77583.
407-774. You know, you just called up.
Phone.
Hit redial on your touchpad.
Jeez.
Writers.
What's the number? 407-774-8255.
Just hit redial.
He doesn't have us on speed dial. What are you?
It's the last number he called. Unless he's using a rotary phone, I think he's
busy.
fine.
Maybe he's hitting up
he's
some
calling up
girls
right now. I bet you this is John. Is this John?
Yeah.
See, he knew the number.
Did you know the number? Or did you need us to repeat it?
Did I know the number?
It was on your redial, right?
I was gonna say, couldn't he just hit redial?
Thank you. All right, John, hold on. We'll get you.
So Nick's
your
brain
address in a moment.
aneurysm didn't affect your ability to call him.
There we go.
Good to know.
I just sort of
7-5
stopped.
5 noodle 4 spaceship. Variant Final Nation.
And views.
We're still on the air, aren't we?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna read the Blaze menu to myself.
I like how they put, I really like how they put the little calorie count next to each individual item. So you add up 15 for zucchini, 10 for olives. It's like.
I actually had to talk to the FDA and figure out how to put those on a pizza menu at one point.
Look, it looks like we have the Star Wars opening. If you could read this, you have really good eyesight.
Was that light magic?
Yes, that's what we use for the psychotic comments of the week.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I know it is. Anyway, I think we've done enough damage for this week. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, we always appreciate it here at WDWNT. We love you guys very much. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you again next week. It's going to be the voting special. So voting's going to open probably by Friday for this whole thing, and you can vote. You can pick 45. And next week we're going to have a voting special, and you'll just have to tune in to see what that means. I do have it sort of etched out, but I don't want to give away the details just yet. But I think it'll be a very different show, a very interesting show, and I think you guys will have a lot of fun with it next week as we begin our journey to counting down the 45 greatest things ever at Walt Disney World, which I think could be one of the most fun segments we've ever done in the history of WDWNT. So, with that being said, good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.